It should be going live right now. Okay, y'all, we're trying this. We're gonna have to redirect because it wouldn't let me go back into the same spot. Don't know what crashed it, but it crashed. We're trying to redo. We're gonna see what happens. Bringing it in. Whoa! Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find this on YouTube right now. Post a link. Am I in the right spot, y'all? Did this go to the right spot? Because it is a different spot than usual. I think we're right. Boop. Hey, back. Good. Okay. Is there a chance if y'all are able to get into both of the spots, can you post this link? It's not letting me do it. I think I'm doing it the wrong way in the back end. But experiencing technical difficulties, exactly. So this is a continuation of the live stream launch party. Thanks. It wouldn't reconnect to the same stream, so I couldn't reboot it in there, which was a bit of a shame. But it looks like we're back. Can you get the, if y'all could help me out and continue to post the code of this, maybe we'll post it over in the other one too. I think Sandra's going to be on it. I'm sure Kirk is going to be on it too. Hey! All right.
I thought I had an excuse to go home.
Yeah!
Dang.
Nope.
Dang! No, nope. I'm kidding.
But you know we do have an excuse to do at this point. Let's just dive right in as people are posting things here. Let's Mark, do you want to give us a false chord voice lesson?
Sure, we could do that.
Let's make it happen.
Both of you?
I think we're both going to do this right now.
We're both going to do this right now. Okay,
so
yeah.
We're gonna learn a little bit about how to do false chords. I asked Mark specifically to do this because he's a major pro at it and he's really good at teaching it too. And thanks to everybody for coming back in. Thank you. And yes, we're gonna do some more giveaways shortly as well. I know we have one more that we're supposed to just put out there for the mugs soon. So, Mark's going to teach us how to do some false fold chords in celebration of Kickstarter launch day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be...
Apologies for the glitches, the buffering, and the slowage on the live stream. Everyone's having problems.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat's saying...
Sorry for the glitches.
From 0 now.
Oh, I see 35% back to me.
I feel like that's a challenge.
That's exciting. Oh, actually, side note. There is another big giveaway that's been unlocked. So we will do this shortly and hope that the whole stream, I want to let people make sure that we're all getting back in and be going. But there is one of the big Sweetwater giveaways, one of the really, really big ones, bigger than the headphones we already gave away. One of those has been unlocked. So, Mark.
Yes.
Give us a false fold vocal lesson.
Okay.
Or false scream, I should say. False chord scream.
False chord scream. Yeah. So do a false chord scream real quick.
Yeah.
So, disclaimer. One of the things I am the most excited about with this study is that, and this is just a quick hot take, the current landscape of harsh vocal terminology is kind of murky. It's murky. And so sometimes you will have 3 people in a room and they all refer to false chord in a different way, right? So for me, what we're going to do is the most foundational, fundamental, relaxed false chord sound that generally, if somebody is really interested in vocal distortion at all and they've never done it, I will introduce them to. And we have a couple goals. Our goal right now is actually not to do like a full-blown false chord growl. Our goal is to find your space of comfort and your space of control, right? So how does your voice want to create this distortion, and then how will we respond to what we hear? That's the best place to start. Because a lot of times people think that a harsh vocal is like a recipe. Bread, peanut butter, jelly, put it together and there you go. But we're training new coordinations, and so we have to kind of have respect for what our body kind of tells us. So for me, a foundational false chord sound is one that has very low constriction and very little, ideally no true chord closure, right? Now, another common mistake that a lot of people will make is they'll start off by doing a low vocal, right? Yeah, exactly. We want our false chord to exist roughly through the same channel as our speaking voice, a very just healthy chest voice sound. If I do a false chord growl and I turn to my clean voice, You can hear there's a little bit of difference, but I'm not trying to go deep, right?
Yeah, you do that with your lips, right?
There's a lot of lips. A lot of what I'm doing, if you can see the old gut here, is controlled here. So,
Oh man, you can really see like the support engagement with you. That's awesome.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hear what it sounds like. You did one of my favorites, and it's a classic. The exasperated sigh. And here's the trick: don't try to do a metal vocal, right? We have all these supraglottal tissues in part to keep us from choking. Like a false chord it's baked into our DNA. If we could go hundreds of thousands of years back in time and we met like mitochondrial Eve, like everybody's mommy, if we went back far enough, and she wasn't able to do this, like that's it, we're done, right? So don't try to overly control this. Just allow yourself to see what your body does. If you just go, okay, cool. Let's hear yours again. And then yours. So, talk to me real quick. When you do yours, do you feel at the base of your tongue, like back here, do you feel any sort of like gentle squeeze or?
Not really,
Not
actually.
really? Okay, good.
I can release the squeeze. I just sometimes carry tongue tension around with me.
Oh, me too.
Do you do it with your tongue out?
That's why I just
Yeah.
actually I like to put the tip of my tongue on my teeth and let it roll over because then it's really out of my mouth.
So we're gonna take these sounds. These are excellent starting sounds. I don't hear any tension around the glottis. There's a sound with you that sounded like maybe it was a little bit of tension in the back of your tongue, but you know.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk about how you fix that soon.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take this sound, and we're still not necessarily gonna try to turn it into a growl yet, but we're going to try to put it into a context where we can understand it, right? So have you ever been on a brisk morning jog? The air is cool. The grass has a little dew on it. You can see your breath a little bit.
Your snot is freezing.
Your snot is maybe not that cold, because cold air is rough on the vocals. It's nice, right? A lot of times when we exercise, our body has a natural tendency to relax and open the vocal tract, like right? So what I want to do, you don't have to do the arms. I like to, whenever I do exercises, I do all the motions and stuff because there's a lot of character acting in singing and screaming. But we're just going to kind of breathe naturally as if we're on a light jog.
Open mouth breathe.
Yeah. Now, you're being your normal sunny Elizabeth self. You're so excited. But what I want you to do, I want you to look like dumb as a bag of rocks. Just.
Okay, so basically I just like had the worst hormonal drop of my life after having a baby.
I don't know what that's like, but I believe you.
So I went through that.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
Okay.
So just this. And what we want to do is we want to allow, not push, allow that distortion to sort of like roll, like you were saying, up and over the tongue. So it'll sound kind of like this. Now, I'm hearing like a
tongue. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. What's very important is that we think about this moving through a relaxed vocal tract, not a controlled vocal tract. When I do this, when I simulate that sound,
like an vowel.
yeah. What I feel happening here is I feel my tongue kind of squeezing and my larynx dropping a little bit, and I feel this is what I'm excited to find out. But I almost feel like my epiglottis is coming in, going bup, 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 maybe a little bit.
Ooh, I'm really curious what your epiglottis does with this. Wow. Okay.
Right?
Right,
We want to almost think of this as like maybe even like a higher tone. So you can hear the contrast here if I go
And you lean more forward.
this way.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's good.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, give it a try.
Okay.
Give it a
Tell
try.
you what I feel like.
Oh yeah, please, yeah, go.
So, one, I sit back in my throat like I would do a glottal fry. The other, when you gave me this cue to like bring forward, like the breathing, I almost
There we go.
felt more nasal. Like,
Now we're talking.
Oh!
Now we're cooking with gas.
Hey!
Okay, give it a try.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can.
Oh, we
we're just getting on to something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is too good.
A Kirk is never late.
I arrived precisely when 1,000 backers have arrived.
Oh! 1,000 backers.
1,000 backers.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are all amazing.
You shall all pass!
That's amazing.
Also, I love this costume. 1,000 backers. That's amazing. I'm like, can we like high five everyone
Yeah.
No, my family.
and bless you all from Gandalf? We're gonna do some drawings here.
You
Oh,
summoned.
I don't have a name. I don't have a name.
I have one more that we need a name for a singing hole mug. And then
Someone should
we
name
have
a new
two
script.
new ones.
I know.
So you need 3 names.
I need 3 names.
Alright.
All right, we're gonna start drawing some things.
Now, the mystical
you guys,
tablet.
this is incredible.
The tablet of divination, I guess.
1,000 backers.
That is insane.
Cheers. Cheers.
Woo!
With whatever we've
Cheers
got.
to 1,000 backers.
Cheers to 1,000 backers.
Cheers.
Cheers to 1,000 backers.
There you go. Ooh.
That was pretty
Yeah,
resonance.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Let's get these false chords rumbling just a little bit more, and then I'm actually gonna do, as we bring in the names, I'm gonna talk to you about what the giveaway is. Wow.
Someone
so
said
bring it in.
the tonsils, and I kind of love this always, because a lot of times illnesses will happen, or people will feel enlarged tonsils, or maybe they're lingual tonsils. Yeah. So in one of the videos, Will had kind of talked about his tonsils
can see 'em,
and
yeah.
the involvement of utilizing these tissues to your advantage. And I think one of the things that tonsils offers is that kinematic feedback, that sensation that we can feel rattling because it's existing, maybe whether it's enlarged or not, that you actually feel its movement into the back of the throat. Maybe you don't have as much sensation in other ones. So that placement, when someone asks, if they're in the back of their throat, maybe they'll feel more lingual tonsil rather than more presence up on the, yeah.
This
Just
and
wondering.
that's well, I mean, it certainly could, but that's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
It certainly could be. I mean, you can tell me if I'm using this word in a dumb way, but it's all about like those. I like to use the term like somatic anchors. Like, what do I feel, and
I like that word.
how can I use it?
I like that word.
And so that up and over, rather than and that's the thing, our false chords shouldn't feel like they're coming from our throat. When I aim a false chord, hey, 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 I'm aiming it that way. I want it to go.
twang.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta add twang to your false chords. You gotta. So if I take this, if I take, just
Yeah, that was a little tense.
Now here's the best part. Here's the best part. Our false chords, I like the energy
love
though.
this.
Maybe I should do in-person lessons.
I'm bouncing and I'm
And I'm fried.
Yeah, I think in-person lessons are in my future. I think maybe.
right?
Um,
And it all smells like mocktails and cocktails.
I was
It
like, and
does.
I just have like coffee perfume.
it's fine. And really after this, there's really for like a beginning false chord sound, there's a place where you stop, right? So if I'm here, you're gonna actually hear it start to happen. So I'm gonna take this. We started here. I have it up and over. So see, even I do it wrong sometimes. And then what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm not trying to scream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend I'm from New York, New Jersey. Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. And it's very
Hey.
my goal with this is to make these changes with the least amount of muscular sensation possible.
The least amount of muscular sensation
Hey,
possible.
and I'm gonna change the scream, not with my throat, but with the way it resonates. So hey, 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 hey. And then after that, all you have to do is lean in a little bit. Hey, hey.
I gotta go back to your.
Still a little too far back, but this is promise. This is promise for both of you. Like, I will say, if I had either of you as students, I'd be like, oh, easy.
Easy! We got this!
Easy. And so with it, it's amazing because with this growl, it's one of the best introductory growls to do, because like this alone, I always tell people, and we can stop here and keep going. I'll leave that up to you. But with this growl, on its own, it doesn't sound that cool. If I just hey, 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 hey. All right, that's kind of neat, I guess. But what if I give it a little bit more character and I rip it out? You can do so many cool things with it.
And you're using the same posture
There-
and shaping with.
There are some changes as I lift high and as I go low, there are some changes in the laryngeal funnel, that space above, where it feels to me like, you know how with twang we get like that slight narrowing of the top of the laryngeal funnel? It feels like as I go high, like if I was to do this with my clean voice, if I was to go, ooh, yeah, it'd be, oh, that's the way it moves.
Amazing. And so we still have this from
Yeah,
previous.
we're
Did he claim it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Whoop. Thank you first, Mark.
You're
That's
welcome.
amazing.
You're welcome.
That's amazing. I love that approach. It's a different approach than what I've used in a couple other ones. It helps keep the top constriction out of the mess really well, with the tongue being totally loose.
And that's one of the best things is that's one method. There are so many methods to getting your false chord growl going. So that's one of the cool things about it.
All right, so in order, we have some giveaways. We already have the mug, right? The Use Your Singing Hole mug. It's a delay. We finally got your name here. It's Peter Hermans, because it looks like your first Peter is Pieter, which is awesome. So you're gonna get a Use Your Singing Hole mug, and claim it in chat, okay? So we've got that. The next giveaway is this one is going to be a super fancy giveaway. I believe this actually would have been from getting to 30%. So we're backtracking a little bit. This is from Sweetwater. Universal Audio Volt 476p audio interface. This is a UA audio interface. It's a nice UA audio interface. When we talk about recording bundles, this is a recording bundle, just so you know. Recording bundle. When we talk about recording bundles, we tend to start around like Focusrites. When we start getting into the UA zone, it's exciting. I actually have a UA that's down there. I really like UA products. I use them a lot. This is a UA Volt 476p audio interface. And it is bundled with a Rode NT1 mic.
Great mic.
Great mic. That is a
mic.
good mic for harsh vocals too.
Yes.
So that's a really, really good mic. And it even comes with a mic stand. I have the mic stand back there, by the way. It's back there. I think we're still waiting on the other ones to get here, and then we'll send them out to you. But the person winning this is Jana. I think it's Jana. Janne. Patrikainen.
That's how I would say it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Patrikainen. Jana Patrikainen. I'm going to hold this sheet up in just a bit so you guys can all see, but I'm milking it right now. Milking it. So Peter Hermans, you got a singing hole mug. Jana Patrikainen, you have got this recording bundle from Sweetwater. Amazing. And then our next TCV merch item is a zip hoodie. We haven't actually talked much about our zip hoodie. We haven't shown it very much. It looks really cool, though. It's often not on the front featured page just because we're putting Spoiled by Metal stuff there because that tends to sell best. But the zip hoodie I wear it all the time. It is actually my most worn, even though I have another sweatshirt that I feel is more comfy. The zip hoodie for me is just more practical. I wear it a lot more. And so, zip hoodie, the Charismatic Voice zip hoodie sweatshirt, that is going to go to Francis. And all I have is Francis. So here we go. Peter Hermans, singing hole mug. Jana Patrikainen is this recording bundle that includes the UA audio interface, the Rode NT1 mic, and a microphone stand. And then Francis is going to get our Charismatic Voice zip hoodie. Claim these in chat. You need to be here to claim your giveaway. Claim these in chat, okay? Claim them. Yeah. Congratulations, y'all.
Yay.
And thank you for making it possible to give the things away. That's your fault.
Those are phenomenal giveaways.
They're phenomenal.
The best thing about the zip-up hoodie is it's non-committal. You know, you're like, it's too hot. Just no, a little too cold now.
It's kind of true. I do that.
Yeah, with a pullover, you're stuck. You're either in or you're out.
It kind of like chokes you a little.
Yeah,
Right. You might like that, but zip-up hoodies are for everyone.
Zip-up hoodies are for everyone. No truer thing has been said.
The bestest. Yeah, congrats to the winners. And yeah, definitely shout out in chat. Claim your giveaways, everyone. Please and thank you. Congratulations again. 1,000 backers. And I think we're around like 35% funded at this moment.
I think it might be more, but I don't know.
We are marching on up there. And
What about socks, by the way? I see you wearing your socks. Do you have any merch for socks?
Okay, this is funny that you asked. We don't actually have any charismatic voice socks, but when I said I'm really particular about ads on the channel, this Friday you guys will see our first ever sock ad on the channel.
Yes! So Sandra can make sure that these people are still in chat.
Amazing.
And the tier is up.
It's up! It's up!
Yes!
Yes!
Sorry.
Okay. The crazy insane tier, the $30,000 tier, legal has cleared it. We're in like last minute legal moments, and they were gone for the holiday weekend. Legal has cleared it. It is up. If you want to be there, while I attempt to not gag,
You won't.
I'll gag. I always gag with these, especially when you get really, really close. I'll always gag at some point, but that's okay. It's not like anyhow. We don't need to talk about my gag reflex on stream. But if you want to be there, we go through all of those crazy procedures. The in-person tier, the 3 days in person with the charismatic voice and Chris Lipe. Oh gosh, and Dr. Amanda Stark.
Amanda.
We'll be there as well, and all of our docs. You can ask lots of questions to them too. Anyhow, that tier is now live.
That is a crazy opportunity too.
I think it's crazy. Yeah.
It's like a little, like when I heard you talking about it, I was like, "Are you sure?" But it's awesome because I remember one of the best parts of undergrad is when you got to hang out while like actual work was being done. It's like so much cooler than you would even imagine when you're in person. You just like you're standing in the background. And you're like, no way. So that paired with how this is like Mondo historic, like, and you get to say you were in the room.
It's so cool.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so cool. And yeah, I think it's nuts. Anyhow,
It's gonna be.
Yay! The tier is up, and congrats to everybody for getting to this point already. You guys, we've hit these milestones much sooner than we expected to hit them. So, thank you. We're overwhelmed by your support. Thank you. Okay, we have some more things to do.
I've lost track of where we are.
I know.
I did too.
We're kind of like in our teaching. It's like teaching / bio break if we need it. I think if you guys want food orders, would one of you like to take a break at the moment, or are we good to keep going some teaching? Like, it's totally up to you, because we can swap out and bring another person in to try some of these things for teaching.
Can we stay for a moment with what you were just doing?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. We were gonna maybe save this for later, but
let's just do it now.
might
Let's
be
do it now.
kind of
Okay.
fun.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go actually switch
Yes.
out and do a quick bio break.
Okay.
Yes.
Mark is gonna
You get to come sit in
gonna-
Elizabeth's chair. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I'm gonna come stand
And
right behind
I would
you.
actually recommend
Come sit a little
let's
closer.
bring you closer.
yes.
And I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna come on your other side.
Y'all, this is one of my favorite
I
things
feel-
that Amanda does.
I feel like I'm doing a channel 10
And
over here. I'm
you-
intimidated. I'm intimidated.
I want you guys to all try this on your own throats.
Okay.
Amanda's gonna give you some directions on it, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not even fully sure what
and
we're
Amanda
doing,
just
but I'm
washed her
ready.
hands.
I did. Are you okay if I touch your throat?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not sweaty and
Yes, well,
disgusting.
it's fine,
Okay,
it's
I'm
fine.
not sweaty and
Bring your
disgusting.
hands back. So I am just gonna do a technique here where I'm gonna just feel around, and I'm just gonna gauge right now just kind of how everything's feeling. Is that kind of painful or sore at all?
Not really.
If I get up into here, how does that feel?
There's a mild pinch, but nothing too bad.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I have too long of nails right now.
Oh, you're fine.
You tighter on one side more than the other.
Often my right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I compress into this space like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you feel there?
I think you found the highway bone.
Oh, I found your thyrohyoid space.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to move your larynx back and forth. So your larynx actually moves, and I want you to just kind of...
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Everyone always wants to hand me their neck. It's so
Yeah.
polite. Then just move your voice box back and forth here. This is that thyroid cartilage.
Uh-huh.
Is that any pain or discomfort there? Okay. What about under here as I get into the kind of the base of your tongue? And back in here. You feel any pain or discomfort?
No.
Okay. Almost if you drop your jaw and just open, just like that expressionless face you were showing me before.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Feel any differences here? The Vulcan grip. That
I know.
is
I'm literally thinking about the Vulcan pinch right now. Yeah, I'm a big Trekkie,
yes,
so yeah.
Yes. Good. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of gauging where I'm feeling maybe points of tenderness. That's what I'm asking you. And then what I'm feeling in terms of taut muscle. And this is just you at rest, right? I haven't asked you to do any type of a vocalization. I want you to pick your kind of favorite resonant sound. You pointed out you really like the M or the nasal. There's a bunch of great work that's been done on that sound. So I want you to do that with a closed mouth. And I want you to find a really obnoxious and a really buzzy M.
Do you want it to be twangy or?
Yeah, I want you to just do resonance. You guys talk about in metal having like no consensus. This is how I feel.
Sure.
Yes. So whatever you feel is kind of buzzy and easy, as you were saying before.
Sure.
Good. Try that again for me.
It sounds so funny.
I'm just moving and kind of helping you around. Try that again. Keep that mouth closed though. Better. Good. Can you bring it even higher up into here? Good. Do so without effort. Better. Does that feel any different there?
It's feeling like it's loosening a little bit.
Yeah. Good. Try that into a beautiful. As I'm pushing on this, do you feel any different sensations in your neck or an awareness to something?
No, interestingly, I'm somebody who, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I have to think a lot about tongue root tension.
Yeah.
And it feels like a massage in that it kind of hurts, but it also is kind of like, that's relaxing.
Yeah.
So it feels like when you get a massage, it's releasing a little bit,
Good. And I don't want you to ever feel pain, in that massage scale, like a 5 or a 6 right now is about all.
Yeah, no, totally.
And for those kind of watching, I'm putting about as much pressure on Mark here as I would if I was going to make my finger turn white. So I'm not squeezing him. I'll show you what that'll sound like if I did. Go ahead. Yeah. I would give you more of the choking sound to you. Okay, let's try that again. Going from that Good. There you go. Good. I want you to try your most effortless kind of distortion, if you will. You're just the base layer of what you were teaching before.
Okay, I'm going to kind of gently nudge into it.
Yep, and I won't palpate you while you do it.
Okay, sure. There we go.
Good. Okay, good. Good. Now do your mom. Good. Now switch that to more of a clean, more nasal twang. So you're a really cool example of, as you were talking about, kind of holding the larynx or changing that vocal tract shape. You really have a lot of consistency between that clean and that harsh.
That's the goal.
Beautiful.
That's the goal.
And one of the ways that I'm telling that, I want you to feel it on yourself, is I want you to find your Adam's apple right here.
Sure.
Excellent. Okay. And as you just did, let's start with your clean. I want you to feel you're going to have a little bit of a movement upwards, maybe. Okay.
A little tiny bit.
Yeah, teeny bit. Now do your distortion. You feel a little bit more engagement there, but really not big changes. That's huge. It's awesome.
Oh, just confirming all the stuff I say on my channel.
Yes.
It's a great moment.
So we can, as we're kind of playing and exploring sounds ourselves, as you've given anatomical, or as we're kind of studying these changes that we don't see, we really have the biggest window into ourselves by just kind of feeling around on these structures. Okay. And we don't have to be doing a lot of manipulations or changes to, if I squeeze my fingers in, for example, I'm compressing the vocal folds together.
Sure.
That's going to give more of that constriction sound.
Sure.
But maybe someone who's experiencing or not wanting or has unwanted tensions or tightnesses, you can ask them to just kind of feel. So for you, one of those places, if I put my finger under the base of your tongue there, and I want you to just feel yourself with your thumb at rest. Should feel kind of soft and squishy as you move it around. Yeah, maybe some people even at rest don't. Maybe they have a little bit more tension in that area.
Sure.
Go back to a really light, effortless. I got called that is a Vulcan claw.
Yeah, Vulcan pinch, nerve pinch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You
I
don't
doing it
really
right?
feel. Yeah, it sounds really good.
Okay.
I'm really. This is your chance to tell me what you're feeling.
So as I put my lips together, I feel like the most subtle activation here.
Okay.
But it's very minimal, and that's something that I would probably during my warm-ups I'd be like, I don't want that.
Okay. So interesting point there. You said I don't want that, but muscles engage, muscles contract, muscles contribute.
Right.
So at what point does that become unwanted for you in how you feel and how it sounds? And that's what you're going to use your finger to kind of help you to shape. So for you said, because what I think probably happens or you've experienced is maybe fatiguing, maybe you start to get uncomfortable there. And so when you feel, you're like, ooh, that's that sensation I don't want to go to.
I want to make a couple comments here to people in stream. Thanks, PK, for hanging out with us. I know it's bedtime, so cheers to you. Cheers. I'm really just appreciative of everybody here that's hanging out late. And mom, I do believe that this whole sound is supposed to be feeling quite relaxed.
Yeah.
Also, Dr. Amanda Stark most definitely is a professional. She does this professionally. Professional laryngeal massage is actually incredible. It's really amazing. It can help immediately resolve things. It's just absolutely amazing. And I see lots of people saying, I'm dead serious, I would pay for lessons involving the physical manipulation. My current vocal coach locally doesn't do anything like this. Honestly, Amanda is, I believe, considering giving away a speech console that could be combined with laryngeal manipulation. It would be online.
Yeah.
But that is a consideration as we continue to bring in more things. Maybe we should flip that in with
right. Well, one, I just want to compliment this community again of someone working with a coach and thinking about their sounds and trying to improve it and this continued learning for yourself. This is one tool, as you were talking about.
Right.
The more kind of tools, the more access that we have, the more explorative we become.
Absolutely.
The better and better our sounds can be, because there is not one thing that works. I can't put my hands on everyone and magically do some manipulation and they're better. But Elizabeth did raise the point of these are really quick and they should get you to a place where you have an understanding of how it feels for you. So I really struggle a lot with that imaginative idea. Some voice coaches or people when they're training things will have you do this imaginative, okay, you picture your voice kind of here. And for me, I don't always feel a lot of those sensations or those feedbacks. It kind of gets a little convoluted in here for me. And it takes time, right? I mean,
it does, yeah.
But what I love about this manipulation or this manual approach is I feel it. I get it. I'm like, oh, yes. Yeah. So if you guys notice, as Mark was kind of even teaching me, and you'll know because I have a lot of tension, right? He heard that in my sound. I can start to manipulate in my sound. Wow, do you hear that openness?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Do you hear how I become? For me, it's a really successful tool.
Yeah.
And so as you were teaching me, I actually had my hands. I was giving myself a cue. I gotta get in your camera here.
Oh, yeah.
A cue to okay, bring my jaw down. What does that feel like if I just hold my mouth there and try that? I can play and what I feel with my hand. See?
I agree.
I can do that same thing here as I'm doing. Ooh, that's not going to work for me. You know what I just learned? I'm using way more true vocal folds than I needed.
Yes.
To, right?
Yeah.
That's insightful for me.
Yeah. You want to know? And actually, here, you want me to do one more that you can?
Yes.
What you just did is a precursor, and this is one of the growls that gets named all sorts of weird. People call it epiglottal, they call it a retinoidal. There are a lot of different names. So what you just did, that's what it sounds like coming out of my body. It's the precursor to one of my main lows, and it's one that's much more activated, and it's this sound. It's this. So if you want, you can see, because that one does use a lot more.
Let's see how it changes. As I am going to manipulate the muscles you think are to be involved.
So cool.
Let's see how it changes.
Oh, my student Ludo, we're working on this right now, so I'm glad you're watching. All right. So I'll do the most relaxed one first, so you can kind of compare and contrast. So this is super relaxed, nothing fancy. Okay, so now let me do the other one.
You really don't have many. That is impressive.
He's very
wow.
Now we're gonna add the activation. So Let me do one free floating. Yeah.
Free from you.
Right, yeah, free floating.
Free floating.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Ready. Oh, I can't even
Is that basic tongue activation? See, that's so interesting because that is the one that was most difficult for Will to tolerate with the needles, and it sounds like Mark is using a ton of base. Base of tongue activation.
Yeah, that whole complex is going like. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
You spoke about these like biological requirements of our larynx. Swallowing, coughing, defecating, bearing down, like we use this biologically, survival.
Right.
At a minimum, we have to be able to breathe and we have to be able to eat.
Yes.
Right? Voicing was just like the bonus.
Exactly.
So, in order for you to accomplish those tasks, your voice box moves up and forward. We've talked about the hyoid, so we have this up and forward motion that has to occur. Okay? So you use that to your advantage, right?
Yep.
So why you struggled when I kind of pushed you down, or like when we had that one anchoring sensation, is I limited your ability to move up and forward.
I felt that,
Not that you increased tension or constrictions. I was preventing you from even able to do the normal movement that you can do.
Right.
So there's always that trade-off, right? So someone could put their hands on you and be like, ooh, that's way too tight, don't do that, that's wrong. No, for you it's not. For you that's how your system is achieving that laryngeal elevation. You gave an example before of where like people will bring their voice down and they're immediately like, I want to sit in this basement.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, we shorten our vocal tract and we lower things down and it almost comes up under our sternum. You don't, you use the opposite.
Nah, none of that.
All in here, which keeps you from having problems.
Well, I want to take this. Let's take it all back to our viewers at this point.
Yes.
So
That's enough.
Amanda,
That's enough of me.
Yes.
Amanda, how?
Would you like your throne back?
Sure, I'll take my phone back. Thank you.
Shuffle
Let's
We can shuffle.
let's talk to people about how they can do some sort of self-manipulation.
Oh, yes.
I think a bunch of you were trying and like exploring your throats with us, right? Oh, I'm going to back up so you two can get in a little bit more. You were exploring your throats with us, which is exactly what you wanted to do, right? It's very interesting, I think, exploring throat anatomy. In fact, if we want to pull the larynx out, we can.
Oh.
I know, it's a cool...
I forgot you had that. I saw you
you
use that in a video. I
imagine?
forgot you had that.
I know, the larynx! This is a really, really cool model, too. I'm a very big fan of this model, except for the fact that there's some missing structures.
We're missing some muscles.
We're missing some stuff that I really want there to be more upper laryngeal structures. I would like more supraglottic structures. But they at least have the epiglottis, which is this flappy thing.
Very important.
Okay. And for all of you who say that your children and your cats and your neighbors are weirded out, congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We are making weird noises together. Don't forget that there are ways that you continue to help us get these the word out about this. There are all of those share goals, which hopefully we'll get a metric update on some of those soon, right? You can share your weird noise. Let me run through those really quickly one more time. Just remind you that you've got a bunch of things you can be doing other than just being awesome and weird with us here and playing with larynxes. You have 25 selfies with blue hair, and you would tag that with hashtag TCV Science on Instagram. 50 screams on IG Reels. Hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar. 300 videos of your weirdest noises. You can be doing this right now. You should be doing this right now. The Hear Me Roar you should have been doing when Mark was doing his awesome false chord screams. Hashtag TCV Make Weird Noises. I love that hashtag. There's 50 videos singing through straws. We're about to do that after we finish this. Amanda's going to take us to straws. Take a video of you singing through a straw. Put it on Instagram. Hashtag TCV Vocal Research. And we're going to unlock some of those social stretch goals. Remember, one of those is the album. I saw somebody asking about the album. It's going to be me reacting to a full-length album chosen by all backers. So help us with that. 250 selfies using your tongue. We already went through that part, didn't we? Go back to it. Show us your clovers. Hashtag TCV Support Vocal Research. And 50 selfies wearing your horns. That's just because I really wanted this one in there. Because I'm a chiefly get heart. Hashtag TCV Wear Your Horns. Okay, so Help us with those social shares. You can pledge on Kickstarter, comment on Kickstarter, share your pledge, watch launch video, share about launch video. There's so many things you can be doing to help us get the word out as we put your fingers into your throat. All right.
Should we do like a split second hear me roar social thing now?
Yeah.
Because I can put up a social post real quick.
Why don't you do a hear me word post?
Yeah,
make a post.
Oh, it says device out of storage. All right, hold on. I gotta delete.
Clear
Gotta
some
delete
space.
space.
It's like thousands of videos of my kids. So I'll clear some space and then I'll set a good example and
I'm
I'll do
so
one
guilty
later.
of that too. You're like,
It's-
but I can't delete this
I can't
one
delete
at the
any
party.
of them. Yeah, we'll do it later.
Okay. We have our larynx here.
We do.
And Amanda's gonna show with this larynx. It is obviously a very huge blown up. What like
This is
how
this
much
is
bigger
what
is
I
this?
like imagine Alex Terrible's larynx being, right? From if you just listened to the sound and size, that's about what I think, right?
Right.
When you get it, the loudness. But no, so what we're looking at here is the larynx. This little part right here, this V is called your Adam's apple, right? Or
That's the bumpy
thyroid
part. It's the part
prominence.
that sticks out.
Even
That's
as females, we
that.
have it. Ours are just not as accentuated.
that.
It's a really,
That's-
really important landmark. So find it. Take a second here. Swallow.
Ugh.
You should feel your voice box move up and forward. That might help you identify it. All of those with larger
Oh my
thyroid
gosh.
Dripping to get it over you.
Oh, it is
Ooh.
dripping. It's dripping. It's dripping. I feel like
That's
being
beautiful.
Whoa, there's like that's see,
That is beautiful.
if any of you don't know, Kirk is basically a master chef / master bartender something. I bet.
This makes me roar. Oh, by the way, I saw a question. It is hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar is the hashtag for that scream. Go put it up on Instagram. Just do it. Hear me roar. I love that one. Hear me roar. Hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar.
Don't make bubbles quite yet.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna take a moment and actually just hold this.
That is a real pineapple, also.
Real freaking pineapple.
For those that have watched our YouTube video, that's the view you guys are kind of used to seeing as the camera is giving us a bird's eye view looking down.
And the vocal folds are currently closed.
Yeah, so here you can think of those really as your false vocal cords and the
If you
arytenoids
pull them, they open up.
soaring open. Elizabeth, you've
Oh,
shown-
that is so
Oh,
cool.
there we go.
They're not as mobile right now. as
Yes,
they
I had to
were
actually
before.
like physically manipulate the arytenoids to do that. So that's the view we're kind of used to looking at when we look at endoscopy or the flexible scope in. But what I was doing on you is we have your hyoid bone here. It's this U-shaped floating bone. That's why I was able to move the voice box kind of back and forth. We have the cornu or the muscular attachment points of the hyoid on both sides.
Right.
Okay, so that's how the hyoid's going to be suspended by your strap muscles, the platysma, the base of tongue.
And you can't really find those with your fingers, right?
Absolutely,
You
we
can
can
find them?
Yeah.
Oh, I have never found mine. I want to find mine.
those.
Oh!
Kirk, thank you.
Oh! Amanda,
Thank
can we
you.
all get a Kirk?
Thank you, Kirk.
No, I claim him. He's all mine. Yay!
Hey.
Hey! Everybody leave the camera and go, hey!
Hey.
Okay, cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers!
Ice.
This is amazing.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
taste yours.
Oh, it smells good.
So good. Oh,
I'm so into it.
I know, me too.
Yo.
With this like, lighting too.
No
Like,
excuse
a moment
for
of
no-
silence for
This is so nice because I'm in the throes of like
Oh, the cool.
cooking with a toddler, which basically means just throwing things. I haven't had stuff this delicious in such a long time. Thank you, Kirk. Love you, buddy.
So the crazy thing is, this is Kirk cooking with the. Well, we guess we have our nanny here, but this is still also Kirk. When he has Mycroft in the evening, they go over and they cook together. It's so cute.
That is.
It's so cute.
super
Mycroft
cute.
is good at helping peel off leaves of rosemary.
Oh yeah. Evan always wants to hold. Evan is my son's name. He always wants to hold whatever vegetable is next. So it's like a tomato. He'll be like, more tomato. You know.
Yeah.
That's.
So
I could just see little Mycroft being like.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to stop.
Nah.
We got too much, we're good.
And side note, if you want to experience what Kirk makes, remember there is that add-on where you can watch all of the reaction analysis videos with me. Right? You can watch it as I'm analyzing whatever's that Mark picks. We're gonna have 7 if we fund to our first year, which I think we're gonna make it, you guys.
We will.
So if we make that, there's the drink add-on recipes. that you can drink the same thing that I am drinking in those videos. There'll be both a cocktail and a mocktail version of all of these recipes, so that way, like, I don't want to, again, be exclusive to anybody that either only drinks alcohol or only doesn't drink alcohol, right? There's, you will have both versions available. So basically 2 recipes from Kirk for every single reaction analysis video. They're super cheap too. So you can drink the same thing I'm drinking in the videos.
Kirk recipes are wild. Well, the first thing he ever made me is oatmeal. I can't.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, the first thing I ever had, it was oatmeal. And I was like, oh, I mean, how good can you make oatmeal? And I was like, damn. And I like oatmeal, but I was like, I didn't know you could make oatmeal like this good.
Right? We actually were talking, he's going to do a cooking channel soon.
Yeah.
One of the things he's going to do is a video on oatmeal because, like, there's oatmeal and then there's Kirk's oatmeal. And they're just like 2 entirely different food categories.
So good.
It's
so
insane.
good. So good.
Yeah. Anyhow.
I just started learning this about Kirk.
Oh, it's
He
He
really
downplays
into
his
food.
accomplishments here.
Oh, I mean, it's very impressive. Like, talk about roasting a chicken. You're like, oh, I can get a roasted chicken, from Costco. Or
No.
Okay, maybe not.
I mean, you can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's something I've done in the past, and I was like, oh, this is delicious. And then I met Kirk.
Yeah. If you have the Kirk option, go with that for sure.
Oh my gosh, and it's just so different.
Yeah.
Life has changed.
Oatmeal.
It's like oatmeal.
More like goat meal.
Oh my god. Boom.
That's amazing. And yes, porridge in the UK.
Porridge in the UK, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, everybody, shout out your oatmeal hacks. I think people all have different ways to make oatmeal better. Believe me, you don't make it as good as Kirk makes it. I've yet to even find a restaurant that could compare. So this is, again, one of those things I cannot order at restaurants. I've been ruined. Tell us your oatmeal hacks in chat. I want to know about them. That's hilarious. In the meantime, Amanda, how do I find this spot back here? Like, I want you to tell people with their own hands, how do they find this anatomy in their throat?
Yeah, so we started with just the swallow. Feeling has this whole thing moves, right? And you
So
went to
we're
the
finding
front.
the Adam's apple.
Yeah, or instead of going there now with the swallow, I want you to bring your fingers back about like I don't know, what is that? Inch and a half apart for me. And you feel there's a bony structure below. That's your thyroid cartilage, right on the same plane. Then right above that, and some of us might have to go up under our tongue, like we're almost making ourselves kind of choke a little bit. We can feel the hyoid bone.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, there it is.
Try not to pass out.
Yes, so you won't want to squeeze in. And I want you to walk your fingers back until you feel like a little knob.
I've got a chonky boy neck, so
I found mine.
there it is, I think.
I'm so gonna burp.
Yep, so you're back here.
It's just burp. It's your channel.
This is a little burp.
And you feel up underneath the...
Yeah. Is it
there
just
we go.
me, or is this one further forward than this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's one of
the
my
things I would
asymmetries.
work on is making those more symmetrical for you.
Oh, is that something
Oh.
that it would be a good idea to work towards? I didn't
I
know
didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm hoping we find out is the differences between symmetry and asymmetry. Is asymmetry something we're going for?
Yeah, especially since Will's asymmetry seems
Was
to
so-
contribute so amazingly to his sound.
Yes.
Yes, Kirk. Anytime Kirk walks in, we all get very
I
excited.
know.
We're supposed to do Never Have I Ever, and Sam
Woo!
just texted me this stuff. I
I love Never
I've
Have
been
I.
running around since
You
I'd say
have. You've
This-
been
what,
just running full
2:30
speed.
this morning is when we stopped putting stuff together for the Kickstarter and
Yeah.
back up at 6 to get ready for today.
Yep.
Mark just showed up at 10 o'clock.
Hello.
Where to go?
Here I am.
Kirk,
So,
do you want my spot? You want some time to hang out and
No.
have some fun?
Yeah.
do you want to get the sandwiches when they arrive?
Sure.
You want to try the rum that's in that?
I would
Oh!
love to try the rum.
Rum?
Why
Oh,
don't-
and look
why
at the
don't-
cup.
Oh, yeah. Look at
Because
that.
I think it applies
Oh,
to
look at
cheers.
that. Yeah,
So myth or fact? Does alcohol help improve your voice?
Oh my gosh.
You?
Let's see.
We
that
have
a
questions
question?
about that. We have questions about that. There was somebody that asked this.
I think it's a brilliant question.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that alcohol is so
Yeah.
good, huh?
You don't
Because
have, this is my glass. You don't have herpes, do you?
no, that is delicious. Because of my heart condition, I and my reflux, I drink alcohol very rarely. Like we're talking like maybe once every couple months. So that's the first sip of rum I've had, and it's a good rum.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirk.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
was delicious. That was delicious.
There were actually a few questions specifically about substances with vocals, since we're talking about this briefly.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Where are these questions?
Thank you, Kirk.
We have one from Astrid. Astrid wants to know the impact of vaping, cannabis, chewing tobacco, etc.
Bless you.
Burps actually relax my larynx a lot. I really, as much as burps are kind of disgusting to a lot of people, I find them very
Opening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm a fan of burping. I try not to do it too often.
This is a phenomenal question. And so just to say back what Elizabeth was asking is what are the impacts of vaping,
Cannabis, chewing tobacco. So
Chewing
basically,
tobacco.
it looks like we're talking about forms of weed
Nicotine,
or
cannabis.
tobacco,
Yeah.
that aren't necessarily cigarette smoking is really
Sure.
what Astrid is asking about. That's
So
awesome.
This is an area of research I actually don't do. A group out of Stanford is doing some phenomenal work right now looking at the impacts of vaping. Right now, with how our legislation has been with cannabis, they have focused primarily on the impacts of nicotine vaping on the vocal folds versus just a cigarette smoke. And I'll have Elizabeth put this work up in her website or somewhere to make available, or I can provide it in the chat here in a minute when I get to my computer. But we're really seeing that the impacts of vaporizing nicotine are actually more detrimental to the larynx than a cigarette smoke.
And this is cutting edge research. I think this is really important.
And the caveat is they're studying this in an animal model right now. We haven't really gotten to the human side of looking at these things again, just given the invasive nature of how we would need to study that. But we know that vaporizing is depositing like upwards of 30,000 chemicals onto the surface of the vocal folds.
Yeah.
It's such a dramatic increase from what we are seeing in like a cigarette smoke, from people who just smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Cannabis then would make you believe is that the same thing as you're vaporizing cannabis. It obviously has different principles than that of tobacco, but the vaporization of these substances is what they're really kind of looking at. The chemicals that are being mixtured, how the vaporization works. I always say if you're heating it, it's probably not great for your vocal folds. So, and I'm not a medical doctor, and so I'm not advising anything, but I always tell people to probably stay away from things like vaporizing, smoking if you can.
But what if you're chewing it?
Yeah, so chewing tobacco is going to have other detriments. So to the lip, to the tongue mucosas, changing of your teeth. We have people who end up having large portions of their lips.
Did you say
Resected out.
heat on the throat is bad for the vocal folds?
Inhaling those.
Oh, because I was going to go. That's bad.
No, that's great.
I think that's very soothing.
Yeah. So great questions. Still exploring what those are. I think it becomes personal too. Mm-hmm. There are some people that they like the characteristics of the sounds and the impacts. We know, like smoking cigarettes, for example. They cause like a bagginess of the vocal fold
it's
tissues.
edema, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has more water or fluid essentially in the tissue.
It's a disorder called Ranke's edema, and if you look at the vocal folds, they kind of look like bags, kind of flapping in the wind. Yeah.
What about
No,
gummies?
thank you.
Somebody in chat just asked about gummies.
So if I'm thinking of just your larynx by itself, yes, those are great, because if you're swallowing it or eating it, it's not getting to the surface of the vocal folds. What the impact is on your esophagus and stomach and body that way, I'll leave to the other scientists. But so if I have my choice, that's the way you'd go.
I can talk actually a little bit about edible usage with singers. And I've seen, as long as it's not really overly used, I've seen edibles help take the edge off of nerves. Don't do it right before a performance because that makes your judgment not be sound on stage. Never do that. That's how you lead to horrible stage accidents. But like the night before.
But if you're practicing with it, if that's what you're doing during your practice, would it translate then to stage?
I don't know. I've never particularly practiced. What I've seen is when people were like night before nervous, or that they're just like under a ton of stress regularly, and they use just a little bit of an edible to help relax. Like if you're having a terrible time it's like the after work drink. Like that's what I would describe it as, right? the idea of using an edible is going to be so much better for the voice than smoking it or vaping it. And so I think if it's used really cautiously and definitely never when a person is on stage, I think it can have benefits. And I personally, when I was having just some really tough, like uptight times with some, leading up essentially to the premiere of an opera, it was nice to have something to take the edge off and help me to relax. I can just sing better when I'm relaxed and not as nervous. I would never take it before rehearsals. I would never take it before performances. But if you want to sleep a little bit better, sleeping helps singing.
That's super interesting because I think listening to what both of you are saying, it's so for me, I never touch anything that messes with my coordination. And again, I want to clarify, this is for me because I think a large portion of this is knowing yourself as a vocalist and a singer. So for me, like I have tried the same, and I find that my ability, and I don't think this is the same for everybody, to coordinate, especially when you're going like I can't feel my body, and I feel the sluggishness. And so for me personally, I don't know why, but stuff seems, I'm not a doctor. One of my favorite phrases I use with my students is, "I'm not your doctor and I'm not your dad."
Sorry,
but
I get that.
Yeah, for me, so I'm not telling anybody else anything, but for me, stuff just feels like it stays in my system longer. So I think that like those opera performances, I've heard a couple recordings. Those are no joke. So it's really interesting. I think the intersection between like the science and then the knowing yourself and the experience is really fascinating. Because for me, like, before we're playing in Germany at the end of this in October. Before I do that, I'm sober, I'm clean, only water, boring food. And then after that, we'll see. But
you make a great point. If we bring it back to like kind of the science, so we have the central nervous system, our brain, that's impacted by different chemical substances. How sensitive you are to each of those things is different person to person. So understanding yourself is the best thing. Working with physicians, homeopathics, whoever you are doing and what you're trying to work through. So we have the central nervous system that can be impacted by substances, and then we have the detriment to the anatomical structures, how that impacts then the physiology, the peripheral system, like our nerves, how the system is being integrated. But you make such a great point. What is one of the things that like alcohol can do is the depressant, right? Can slow things down. For some people, it energizes them. I think those tend to be the people who want to go and lead more towards a substance like alcohol rather than it being like a depressant.
Sure.
Cannabis, same thing. So if you're talking about needing to rapidly change and move around on stage, and that substance does quite the opposite for you, you're going to have a breakdown there. So,
and just shout out to some of the comments here. I see. I
love it.
There was somebody saying, "Sure, vape is not healthy, but smoking is much worse." Just actually, so you know, the cutting edge research is saying that vaping is worse on the vocal folds than smoking, which is shocking. I don't think people really expected that. Yeah. And to those of you who are talking about pineapples, there is a hilarious question about pineapples and voice here, which Sandra just brought in. Considering the acid in pineapples, is it detrimental to the vocal cords? Y'all, this is the moment. We were gonna go in a different direction with this entirely, but right now, let's do like, can we make this a quick combo? Like maximum 3 minutes.
Yes.
Talk about acid reflux. I know so many of you we know what acid reflux is. So many of you suffer from it. It's a big, big problem for singers. It's a big, big problem for everyone. Pineapples. Acid reflux. Amanda, Mark, go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
You said you had acid reflux, and I gave you a pina colada.
You know what, though? It's a special day. I don't have any performances coming up. No studio time.
If you need to throw up, my office is in the other room.
Okay, deal.
Okay, so what would this do to you? Normally, if you were going to drink this the night before a performance.
Oh, my God. So for me, my acid reflux is not subtle. It is not something I can toy around with. For me, my harsh vocals don't change that much because much of my technique is true-fold free or true-fold minimal. However, there are times when I have not been smart with my acid reflux, and I go in like in our last album, we just wrapped up recording it a couple months ago. If I don't respect my acid reflux, pitch is way harder than it should be. It's way harder than it should be for someone who's been singing for as long as I have. Pitch, head voice, forget it. Like if head voice of any, so like head voice, falsetto, we know how these terms are. But like the ability to.
This will fix it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It'll also make my gestures that much more interesting. You know what I mean? But this will help the high notes. But can I give this back to you?
Just let it go.
Okay. Oh,
Let it go.
what a solution. See, that's why you're. But yeah, and you can hear it. You know, it's interesting if I respect my acid reflux, my voice is very clear, very clean. If I haven't been respecting my acid reflux, there is a telltale buzziness that's in my singing voice that will go away 100% of the time if I just eat boring food and drink only water for a couple days. No late night eating. So for me, and it's such a thing in harsh vocals too, because like I'll have students where they're like, all my consistency is gone, and I'm like, can we have a random conversation about how soon you eat before you go to bed? I've actually had students chart out graphs for me, and I'll even tell them, I'll be like, listen, if you send me an Excel spreadsheet where you have every time you ate before you go to bed, what time you went to bed, and when you wake up, I will give you a free vocal lesson.
Oh, wow! Did you hear that?
I will give you.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I will give you free. And when they do it, very frequent, not always, but very frequently, the days where they have less consistency, especially if they're one of my students who's doing like fry vocals, which, or they're like very much a clean singer. Often there seems to be a strong correlation, maybe not causation, but a correlation between when they choose to eat, what they choose to eat, and what times they get up and go to bed. And like for all my hot sauce homies out there, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So that's my quick little.
Okay, so
Amanda.
question really quick.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, how long does it take your stomach contents to empty?
How long?
So you give this advice before they go to bed. How long before they go to bed? What do you think the duration of time on average is for the stomach contents to empty?
So this is where I just do what my doctor told me.
Which is what?
Because I'm not so sure. That's where I defer to my doctor. But my doctor said generally 4 hours, but he's like, for you might want to do 5 to 6.
Yeah, so I say I'm with your physician. The research out there says about 3 to 4 hours on an average size meal. So if you're eating like a bigger meal, it tends to be a fattier meal, more acidic meal for you. If it's onions or garlic or tomatoes, whatever it is that provokes you, pineapple, you do want to give yourself more time before you go to bed to do that.
And Mr. Joshua, we are drinking pineapples. That's all. The straw just went straight into a pineapple, and
I love this. So you have all of these like fattier foods that we eat, and then we go to bed, and if we've had alcohol on top of that, it's completely exacerbated. And it's like trifold. We're regurgitating acidity into the throat, and we will feel that.
So in 30 seconds, can you tell us what is acid reflux?
It depends, because there's acidic and non-acidic acid that can be coming back up through. But it is the refluxing or the coming back up of material that can either come back up from the lower part of the esophagus or could travel all the way up into the throat. So your esophagus is a tube that runs from about here into the lower stomach. Reflux can occur anywhere along this tube. And we can experience symptoms of a traditional heartburn in our chest, right, what people say. Or we can experience laryngeal symptoms of it. LPR, they call it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mark?
Yeah.
You're going to go get some food, because you've been here, you haven't eaten since you left your house and drove 6 hours to get here.
6 hours.
Amanda and I are going to do straw exercises. Amanda, we're going to do...
I'm going to join you.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
I'm going to join you.
I'll be back.
Bring a straw.
We need some fire. Can you take some pineapples out of here?
Oh, yes.
And then,
Here.
Mark, I'm not giving you any more alcohol today unless you request it.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I planned for today.
Yes.
Today and tomorrow. See, that's the thing about acid reflux. You plan around
You
it.
do.
So
Okay.
today and tomorrow are
do.
easy
Wait, you're
days. So I'm
sleeping
good. Oh no.
And if you're experiencing
Oh.
reflux, my last plug for this is talk to a doctor, and there are medications and behavioral things. As Mark already pointed out, he has learned for himself what they are. Talk to a primary care physician. I see a lot of people putting things out there about H2 blockers or different PPIs.
Yay.
Lots of great options out there. But really, as Mark already said, the behavioral changes are really the important ones.
You sound so better with the pair of cans on.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That does it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Everybody grab a straw. Grab a straw. You should already have a straw because you've been drinking
Can I
with
use
us,
this one?
right? You can. Grab a straw. I'm gonna use this because this is interesting. Because it shows one of the things I like about straws. It has the flexible end.
I
There
gotta
you
use
go.
the pinky.
See?
Pinkies up!
Pinkies up! Pinkies up with your
I
straw!
just
Grab a
want you
straw
two
open.
do this.
This is the time to get your phones ready also to make straw singing videos. Remember, that is one of our social goals, which we're going to check in shortly. This is interesting.
Pick whatever sandwich you want except the avocado
Here's the deal.
one.
I have a bunch of different possible straws. Wait, where's my Dr.
Right hand
Boss?
side of the kitchen.
Oh, it's on the counter.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Run, grab your straws. Just grab a straw.
Grab a straw.
It can be a metal straw.
Wait.
It can be a plastic straw. You can pinch it. You can have a straw like Kirk does that's actually a piece of jewelry.
People just don't have straws on their desk?
No, they don't.
Have they seen yours?
I have like three different kinds of straw in my pencil holder right now. And look at this.
Oh, look, there's blue and pink.
Blue and pink. I use the blue one all the time.
These are gender specific? I just put my lips
These
on
are
this.
straws going. Oh, but you know
Unplug
what?
that.
She actually unplugs it to do it.
Yeah, they do.
This is what happens when my husband gets on stream with me.
I want it.
You need to get closer. We can't see you very well on the camera. Okay. And there you can put a straw in water or a drink. If you have it there, make sure
I
you're
have to unplug
covering.
both sides.
Yeah, that's true.
Did y'all see the water fly out of that?
So if you were my
It's
I don't have to do this. She took it away from me.
It's not what the water
She
is
took it away
for.
from me.
Yes.
Well, you blew it.
I know.
I have water dripping down the side of my head. I curled my hair.
Not anymore.
I don't know, but it hit you and then bounced to me. So
Why didn't you have me on stream earlier?
this is amazing. Oh God.
You hide me in the closet so much. You let me out for 1 minute and I
What's
spread
going to
water
happen
in
in
your
your
face.
cooking channel?
Oh, it's going to be mayhem.
Okay, Amanda. Everybody has grabbed this straw at this point.
Okay.
Oh, we are almost at 40% funded,
Wow.
y'all. Just so you
Almost
know,
there.
we're super, super, super close, and that is
Wow.
going to be another milestone for giveaways.
Here's
You
the deal.
guys.
Guys, I want to share this with you, and please share this with everyone you know. For some of you, that might be a couple people. For other people like Ruben, that's going to be thousands and thousands of people.
Love you, Ruben.
So, Kickstarter informed us that if we don't hit 50% of our funding within the first 48 hours, cancel the campaign.
Isn't that crazy?
Reform it, rebuild it, and then re-release it at a later date. But 50% funding in 48 hours. We're almost to 40% funding in the first 3 hours. That's insane. You guys are freaking amazing.
Yeah. There's you can tell we've been very nervous about this, and it's very, very relieving to see this happen, and also just encouraging. We've been putting our lives into it. Yeah. Okay, but we have straws. Let's.
Yes, she's holding a bong. That's correct. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there
It's
were.
a pineapple bong.
That actually is the first way I smoked weed was through an apple bong.
Okay, we're on live stream, and it's not legal federally, so you should probably
I didn't
not
tell
say
you
that.
where I did that, and it was not in the
It was
U.S.
an illegal place.
Oh,
wasn't.
she was in Amsterdam.
I
Look
can't.
at that, red light
I'm not going to
district.
tell you where it was.
She
We're not
but it was
going to
not in
talk
the
about
US.
it.
She was a professionally touring artist.
Yeah.
So it could have been in any country.
Not
you go.
China? China.
But just so y'all know, I have a horrible weed aversion these days. So, yeah, I'll tell you that story another time. Ask me in chat to tell you the horrible weed story.
Elizabeth the gardener.
Amanda, straws. These
Beautiful.
straws.
Yay! So
Okay.
the straw has gained tremendous amount of popularity because of how brilliant it is at optimizing everything right. It is truly a magic tool.
Lean into me when you're
got it.
talking because I want to make sure that we can see you.
You gotta see me. Been on here. So originally this all started with modeling. Computer simulations, looking at all of those things we've talked about a lot of today, pressures and flows and coordinations. And this idea of a semi-occlusion or a narrowing somewhere in your system is really important. Achieving that narrowing, that can either be done through a straw or a lip trill or a hum. They cause a small constriction. The straw is amazing because we feel it, but it also has been shown, and you've talked about this before, is unpressing those vocal folds that we looked at. So instead of getting this tight over adduction, they kind of gently spread them apart, which allows this really nice and beautiful oscillation.
Keep talking.
What are we measuring?
No, keep talking.
Oh, okay. So as we put the straw in, I never want to put more than this bunch of the straw into my mouth, and it just sits in between my lips. And my goal is to create a buzzing or a humming sound.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
about right.
Amanda, would you be willing to use a silver straw because
Yes,
they can't
it's
see
too
the
dark.
black straw
That's about
against
right
your
right
dress?
there.
Because I'm wearing all black. Can we see this better now? I'm going to do like this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
we
about
get a
that
nice
much in my
light
straw,
catching.
and I'm going to round my lips, and I'm going to create an ooh. Good. So Elizabeth did that perfectly, too perfectly, in fact, where we heard a lot of this buzzing, a lot of this vibration.
Sorry.
I want you to try.
I love singing on straws.
Mm.
But for this purpose, actually, Amanda is teaching us how to use them to improve our speaking voices.
Yeah, so I want to think about that. So Elizabeth had this great sound coming from here. Turn your face to the side. Our sound could sit right here, or our sound could be back.
Oh, sorry, face to this side.
Yeah, so we can have and feel a lot of our sound here.
You can pull my
here,
hair back if you
or
want to.
here. So what I want for this
I got left out.
straw is to have this nice lip rounding. So Elizabeth modeled it with that really nice buzzy ooh. I want you to let it sit back further. Almost
Look
like
at
you're
my
letting it.
cheekbones when that happens.
Yes, see? I want you to do kind of it wrong on purpose a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, how am I going to do it wrong?
Let it sit where it's maybe a little bit tighter or maybe not as resonant. How do I do it wrong? It's important to figure that out for yourself. So sit it back like this. Yes. Okay, now flip it forward. What'd you do? What'd you do to change that? From to a...
Actually, I just shifted my tongue position.
So that was one way. I have to put my breath support a little bit more forward. Okay?
Oh, I think my breath support normally just like naturally goes with that. That is
Goes
one
with
thing.
it. Perfect.
Yeah.
But putting the straw in doesn't just make magic happen. We still have to be doing something with our sounds. And we know a lot of good occurs when the straw is in, but that doesn't always how it
Have you
sits.
tried
Have you tried it?
I haven't. What I was going to say.
Yes.
I got a few updates here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
You ready for some updates?
Updates. Give us updates.
Okay. First of all, almost 95,000 funded. That's insane.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
By the way, your voice
going through.
super loud on the microphone.
Oh, mine is?
Yeah. No, not you.
No, mine.
You're
I'm-
like a mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're like
Well,
a
it's
mouse.
also
No
a
one
shotgun
ever.
More
microphone.
Also, let's give an awesome shout out. Hasn't been written yet, but I just got informed.
Yeah.
Sorry if I shouldn't be sharing this, but it's going to be too late by the time you see this. Let's give a shout out to Loudwire and Metal Injection, who are going to put some posts out about this.
Yay!
Loudwire, we've done some work
really
with,
like
and we love
Loudwire.
Loudwire. And so when you guys see this, go to their sites, go to their channels, support them. They're awesome, awesome metal channels and publications. So that's great.
Yeah.
Super stoked.
That's super awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
Kirk, will you do an ooh through a straw?
Ooh.
Okay, what is he doing wrong? What's he doing wrong? Amanda, correct.
Ooh.
Good. Close your lips now and
okay.
hold that straw with your hand so you don't create more tension inside your mouth.
Got it, okay.
Excellent. Bring the straw a little bit more forward. And now try that beautiful hummy
Wait,
operatic.
what do you mean forward? In deeper?
Bring it out of the lips a little bit. Yeah.
It's
right
on the
about
edge of
there.
my lip.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now
And
an
then-
ooh. Good. Now make that easier. Let's push. Good. Now I want you to change your lip shape.
Oh, there's
the
that
kazoo
like
was
nice
much
like
better.
bassy.
Do you see how also you kind of lifted? I saw your eyes go. You created more
Just
space.
one eye. The other eye is like palsy.
Kirk had brain surgery a couple of years ago.
I did have brain surgery,
And
y'all.
actually really does have
That's
palsy.
why I'm so messed up. I'm just saying. Okay, what am I
I
doing?
love you.
Now do your glide. Okay, so how'd that feel?
It was great until I got to the part that hurt my vocal folds.
Yes, so let's try not to do that. How we're going to
Okay.
change it? Less effort from here.
Okay.
Maybe we just don't go quite as high that time. This
Okay.
next time. That was a massive improvement. What did you change?
Melanie is just giving me all kinds of support.
You know what happened? You were distracted. You
Yeah.
took your brain out. Which is
Sorry.
amazing. No, it was perfect. You didn't think about it.
All right.
This is the secret to creating a lot of things. Is you take
Just get
this.
distracted.
Is get
I love
distracted.
chaos. That's why I married her.
See? Okay, you just figured out all of voice
right.
therapy
Yeah,
for
okay.
us. Just get to
Marry Elizabeth, and
10
everything
million
will be
other
solved / chaos.
10 million other things, because I'm pretty sure you just created a cocktail in your brain as you
There we
did that
go.
too.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And there was just a brilliance in all of that synchrony.
Why has the cow just turned up on my computer?
It is a little
Such a movie sound.
Y'all can see that eye closing too. That's brain surgery.
And you should hear his cow noises when he's reading bedtime stories to Mycroft. Just saying, they're amazing.
I do amazing voices for Mycroft.
Take the straw out of your mouth now.
Okay.
Well, that was really good.
I know it was.
Really?
How did you just keep that? Really? The confusion on your face. I would have fired you as a singer.
I was a singer when I was in choir in 3rd grade. Okay, that was 6 decades ago.
Choral singing with the community.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you were supposed to figure out, and actually we're supposed to kind of fall apart there as we removed the straw. You didn't.
I didn't
So
fall
I'm really
apart.
impressed by
Okay.
that. But sometimes when we start to remove an external aid, we'll kind of fall back into those other like things that we were doing that were wrong.
I've heard about that.
But I think the distraction is actually where it was. Okay, so going back, this is doing voice therapy with Kirk.
I think people
If I can get you successful, I can do
I love Kirk
anything.
so much. I sometimes am too serious, and Kirk like knows how to just totally bring that up in the best of ways.
We needed some laughter in this chat,
If
so
we were
I'm
in
here.
if we were just
Okay.
like, in our own
Yeah,
stuff.
sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm here. I'm
Just keep
focused.
focusing on
I'm
that
focused.
chat,
Yeah.
whatever is happening.
Hey guys, how you doing? How you
We
doing,
don't even
guys?
need this. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Did you notice that, Lauren?
Got a pinky.
So talk through your straw, not to me.
Okay. I'm just talking through my nose at this point.
Okay, so that's one of the things I don't want to happen.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
want, some of your sounds are going to have air come out of your
Yeah.
nose. I want you to try
How
to
is
not.
this helping me?
Yeah, what is the goal of all
What?
of
Yeah,
this?
exactly. Because
The
I'm.
goal of this is to habilitate, to improve the quality of your voice or sounds that you
Why
might
does
be
that
trying
matter?
to achieve. It tends to help people who utilize their voice a lot, whether that's for their work, whether they're professional singers. It can be like a physical therapy for the voice. Okay? So I can't make your vocal folds lift weights,
Right.
but I can tax them with doing exercises to improve elasticities, collagen, movements, health
Okay.
of your vocal fold tissues.
Got it.
One of the things that's challenging and we haven't done yet is can we do distortions with a straw that is meant to optimize vocal tract positioning? Wow.
I think we actually need more back pressure.
Okay. So
Here, try this. Let me show you.
you're gonna get showered.
Oh gosh. But did you hear that? That works when I put a lot more pressure back on it.
Okay. Describe how you put pressure.
Oh.
We use that. What does that mean? What happened?
I'm coming in really loud. I have a really loud voice. Y'all
He
think
is.
she's loud.
I wonder if it's your proximity to the mic
it
too.
might
Might
be.
be a
I
little
lean
bit.
forward
Here,
as
I'll
well.
do this a little,
Wait.
and we'll see if
I
maybe
thought the goal
could.
is to scare children and animals and coworkers
Let me try this.
with this.
Should I back up from the microphone a little bit?
Hi, Adam.
Just a bit. Hey, Adam.
Thanks for joining.
Is that
Is that better?
Was that better?
Yeah, a bunch of people are crazy people trying to talk.
Looks like a bunch
Somebody
of crazy
wanted to
people
know,
trying to
by the
talk
way,
to a straw.
I got a proposal. I don't know if you saw it. You opened the door.
I really? Someone proposed to you? What'd
Yeah,
they
in
offer?
chat. They just said, "Will you propose?" or will you marry me? And Kirk said it's okay.
I said it was okay. Well, it depends what they're offering.
For
Right.
vocal research?
For vocal research, yeah.
We are doing it in Utah.
There's a 12th tier
This is
at $20 million for my wife.
That is too little.
I was like, that's all she's
There's
worth?
a tier, 12th tier for $20,001 for my wife.
Oh, I like this.
You know, it would be funny.
ASMR.
Okay, ASMR. We were going to do an ASMR
Oh,
thing.
actually, yeah, there was a possibility.
Wait, did you guys Kirk ASMR? I will start a new Twitch channel. Twitch ASMR and kilts.
You're gonna
That's
be a
not
busy-
awkward.
You're going to be a busy man.
I know. I was like, that sounds special.
Yeah.
The rustling of the kilt. Oh my. Oh my.
I'm not even buzzed yet.
I know.
Wait until that happens
Right.
at 3:59.
Okay.
So yeah, no, great
More
question.
pressure.
Exercises. Elizabeth, you said I had to add more pressure with a distortion. What do you mean?
What I did here, I love working with different straws for different purposes. And pineapple is going between my legs. It's going to be held there. I will, with metal straws, you can't really pinch them. When I first started doing straw exercises, it was with plastic straws, and then I realized that maybe sea turtles are okay. So I've switched to different ones, and honestly, I really like having straw sets that are metal straws that have different sizes. The singing straw makes a really good one. Or you can use things like this that have straws basically going into water. If you have this sort of reusable end, which is very similar to plastic straws, I take this and I pinch it.
He's like the
It
friend
lets
you
less
don't
air
want in
through.
college because you'd never get any homework done. That's you.
I was the worst
You're the kid that
in
gets
class
moved in
projects.
class.
I was the worst in group projects. I just have to say, I'm sorry, everyone in my business school at Pepperdine, for screwing with y'all and making group projects the worst. / the best.
This would be why Zoom would have been a great thing for class projects for you. Not a distraction.
Oh my gosh, 20 mil plus 2 and I'll gift her back to you. I'm being auctioned in the live chat. Is that what is happening?
Oh, let's do it.
What? No. I shall kick and scream.
Y'all don't know what you're inheriting.
Also, you don't know how good Kirk's cooking is. So.
I know we have
Wait,
an
am
auction
I replacing
cook-off.
you?
I was like, wait a second.
No.
20 million to replace Elizabeth with...
No. Okay, so basically, the way I increase pressure is let less air through the straw. It could be a smaller straw. You can pinch the straw. You can put more water. Like, there are different ways you can do that through a straw. Amanda,
Okay.
continue.
No, it's actually a brilliant thing. So in speaking voice, when we just think about a clean, we want to always feel the presence of the air on the edge of our straw. We don't really want to manipulate less air in
Because most
that
people
clean.
speaking don't actually use enough air.
Right, because they're already holding some things back. Particularly
Versus
like
singers.
someone who maybe has a disorder.
Yeah, and with especially with opera singers, when you're going for high notes, what tends to happen is people overblow them. They put too much air in, and when that happens, sometimes you crack.
Yeah, so we have this like, okay, now we have to balance between too much airflow and too little airflow, and then you're adding a distortion on top of it. So finding that a resistance that's going to be appropriate for you depends. You can change the diameter of the straw, length of straw. There doesn't tend to be too much of a difference as we've modeled it. That doesn't mean that you're not going to perceive something different. Elizabeth, you pointed out even putting the straw in water. 2 centimeters of water is plenty unless you're Kirk and you want to give us a wet
Showers.
t-shirt contest here.
T-shirt.
This is why I really wore black. But no, really, it's up to you and engaging in playing. Pinching and occluding is a great way to do that and to find that additional resistance. And what I would say is to alternate doing that.
Oh,
For
and find the sweet spot.
Yeah, find the sweet spot. Kirk said he had a lot of air coming out of his nose. Maybe that's desirable or not desirable. As it is therapeutically, as we've researched it, we really don't want air coming out on an ooh vowel. We don't want it to be nasal.
Can I try this?
So you can pinch your nose.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Good. And so your sound shouldn't really shape.
That actually, he's got
Good.
it very nicely there.
Now take that straw, now go back to a hum like we had Mark doing. Okay, the sound changes because M is a nasal sound and we're going to feel a need air coming out of the nose. So playing around with those ideas of alternating also will give you some of those feedbacks.
People are bidding for you in chat now, but you've got $20, I think.
Ooh,
20 bucks from Dennis.
Oh, 10 million for Kirkabeth, though.
Oh, that has to come with the wig.
That
has to come with the wig.
Bison.
Has to. He's like,
Dan,
be right back.
yes, a pixie stick works. Anything that's a tube will be just fine. PVC piping.
Yeah,
the
that would
material makes kind of less. A pixie stick is a long tube that's full of sugar.
So can you give us like 3 exercises to do on a straw for speaking?
Yes, hold it out. Comfortable pitch and loudness. Maximum phonation time though. 15 seconds if we can. Good. If you wanted to play around with your scale, so now you would take a half step up. Good, and keeping everything the same though. You don't want to
Vibrato or
increase. Ideally, no. Ideally, we would not introduce a vibrato here. Unless we're trying to, right? It's always about the control. You want to have vibrato? Great. You don't want it to just be lackadaisical. Okay, so we're holding them out, comfortable pitch and comfortable loudness. We're going to do a pitch glide from low to high. Kirkabeth joined us.
I can't get over your hair.
I do have hair envy.
Right?
I just have to say the 20 million that someone offered for Kirkabeth, you've been beat out. 30 million, I just got an email.
A dollar bill.
30 million, I just got an email from a Nigerian prince. All I got to do is send bank account information and my social security code, and it's done. So, challenge accepted.
Glamdolf! Glamdolf!
So someone asked the question, is this strengthening our vocal folds? Like I gave the analogy of lifting weights. No, right? We're not wanting to bulk up our muscle mass.
It's a warm-up. You're stretching your muscles before you do a workout.
I would think of it more kind of like a stretch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It helps with coordination, right?
There
it's not like,
are lots.
It's not like when your vocal folds. Yeah, it can help with toning, maybe.
So there is a lot of literature out there for people who have experienced like aging effects. As you get older, you lose, some of the tissue properties. And there are a lot of work that the straw has been encouraging changes there.
We heard a really good presentation on that a couple months ago, actually, that straw specifically and smaller straw, so ones that have more pressure coming back, was especially recommended for aging voices.
Now, I learned from ChatGPT that the best way to strengthen your vocal folds and to make them more I don't want to say pliable, but rigid, to get a really good sound is calluses.
Yes.
So can you explain how to create calluses on your vocal folds so that you can strengthen your voice?
Yeah, so I would tell ChatGPT that it's wrong at that
What?
moment. Yes.
AI is never wrong.
Yeah, never. No. Callousing is not ideal. This is not like your weightlifting where the more callousing you have on your hands, the better like grip strength you get. These are very, very fragile tissues, very, very sensitive, and they are impacted by any change. So we do not want calluses.
You can't shave Kirk. He's not Asian.
I really like
understand that.
There have been a couple comments that say you look like Thor.
Actually, wait. I look like Thor from Endgame.
You guys want to know which Avenger gets me going?
I look like Fat Thor. Thank you very much.
I think
I don't play Fortnite,
a bit better than I will say. You're doing a bit better than that. Woo!
Elizabeth in the chat asked if thickening the muscles would make your voice deeper. Yes. Adding bulk or mass to our vocal folds would weigh them down and make them vibrate slower, which is going to give the perception of a lower pitch. So these are changes.
A lot of times people talk about strengthening their voices. They're not necessarily talking about thickening up that vocal fold, vocalis muscle. That is, that's not necessarily the goal.
There are times where we will do that surgically, and reasons for that. But no, as it applies to what we were just talking about in terms of keeping our vocal health or keeping ourselves in vocal shape, or maybe even we're trying to explore something different with the voice, this is a really great tool for that. And yes, there are benefits that could extend to a disordered group of people. But really for what we've been discussing, it's an opportunity to kind of keep yourself in vocal shape. So those simple exercises, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, don't spend more than about a minute on each of these things.
So we're gonna hold a note out. Do we do glides as well?
Yes. Your first thing we already did was the holding out. Now you're gonna do a glide that's from your lowest to your highest.
Let's hear it.
Oh, first I was going to say I have a man crush on Robo Man. Thor looks like Kirk, so that's awesome. 2, I saw a really great comment, and let's talk about this really quickly before I do this glide. Dr. Stark, people want a video tutorial on this. Is this something that we can maybe do a video tutorial with an expert and a novice?
We absolutely can. And there are also other kind of resources out there. Just being careful of what people are putting out there. I would feel the best if it was you and I, kind of showing people what's safe and healthy and what to really feel and experience for themselves. Because like I said,
I just got X'd out of that.
No, we don't need you.
See?
Yeah. I'm really excited. Amanda just said she'd make a video about stress exercises.
There we go.
with us.
Let's
That's
do it.
awesome. I love it.
Let's do it.
Okay, give
Come
us
on.
some more exercises.
Low, high,
Low, high glide.
but I don't want to
Come
fast.
back here. We need you to do a low,
Don't
high
rush
glide.
through this.
Low, high
Take your
glide.
time. Go
All right.
slow.
All right. So I'm doing a glide up or glide down?
Nope, from low to up to high.
Okay.
His posture is really great. He really took Go Slow seriously. really, really good. And Elizabeth talked about these transitions. Good. Keep your breath flow going.
Stop making me laugh. Jeez. Let's try
How
over.
does it feel?
From the beginning.
Round your lips. Pat your head. Rub your belly. Good. Good. More space inside the mouth. Better. Hold that breath and feel it as it's going. Good. Good. And flip over. Let it go into your head. Very nice. Good. So we just saw perfectly
That was a great
executed.
use of a spit gargle
Was
at the
it
end.
perfect?
You're welcome.
Yes, that was excellent. Some need to go that
I'm glad
slow,
that I was
others
doing a
don't.
spit gargle, not
Yes, yes. It is normal actually for that to happen. That's really a good thing.
you. Yeah.
So then you would take that transition, you would take a breath at the top, reset.
Okay.
Okay, you're using all
Glide
of those
back
things
down.
you know, and you glide back down.
Okay.
Good, you changed this posturing, I love. Bring your chin down just a little bit. Okay. Good, so I would stop you there, and I would have you try that high with more space in the mouth like you achieved on your way
Okay.
up. Good, dropping those shoulders and not feeling tension into here. I love the people that have just come back on. Okay. There's a guy. Okay.
Hawk to our beard. Thank you. Yeah, I also saw, I do not have an OnlyFans yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Can you do it as Kirkabeth if
Yes.
you do? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
I love this.
Okay.
What did you notice? Going from low to high was easier or high to low?
I noticed my lips were a little buzzy. They're like tingly a little bit because, you know, the vibrations of the straw. So,
Which direction?
which direction was the
Going
tingly?
from low to high, did you feel more of
Oh,
that buzzing?
high to low.
High to low.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's awesome. Everyone is going to feel kind of different things. Some people, I feel it's easier to go from my lowest up to my highest.
Yeah.
And some will experience it kind of the other way.
I want to
this-
have a poo.
Ah,
Okay. Thank you, Akira.
that's
right.
necessary.
Yep.
And the charismatic baby is currently napping.
Yes, he's napping right now. He will wake up soon.
Do you think he can feel the vibrations from this, you know?
The good vibrations?
Yes, the good vibrations.
Yeah, I get some Beach Boys in here.
Answer to some questions in chat. Right now we are doing some straw exercises which can help both speaking and singing. We also have our comedic entertainment.
Yeah.
Present.
But we'll swap that out for Mark soon enough.
And then Steve just teed us up beautifully for the next task, which would be to sing through your straw.
Oh, okay.
I, personally, instead of having people, I already know someone in the chat said Happy Birthday is a terrible song. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to choose because that's what I know right now. So instead of going, I want you to pull and extend it,
What is that?
stretching it out. I'll give you an example.
What's the
Imagine someone like swaying. It's Happy Birthday, but I'm less worried about it. You can choose any song.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with Happy Birthday, you know, pick any. What are you familiar with?
Tool.
Final.
Yes,
I just want to
Tool.
shout
Great.
out.
Tool.
Do it.
I'm seeing some really exciting things in chat right now. I'm watching here.
Yay.
It looks like final countdown
Woo!
to 100,000.
For me.
We have currently got 99,000 funded. Final countdown to 100,000. And
What's the
we have
top-
some
what's the
hilarious
bottom?
questions that have been coming by the way.
That one's going to be a fun one to
Oh,
answer.
yeah, good luck with
Okay.
that.
So final countdown to 100,000, and this will release several awesome rewards. Yes.
This is a problem. My Face ID does not recognize me right now. So, phone is useless.
But it would
Kirk Beth.
recognize your voice still. Go back to your song
Okay.
now with me.
All right.
So I modeled, I don't really want it.
Okay.
I want you to slide and stretch it. You're going with tool. I get it. Good. Same concept. Pull it though and stretch it. Stretch out each of those transitions. Yes. Still while trying to keep all of those good vibrations. See, no one has to know what he's singing or saying. Yes.
Well, we were talking about the pot earlier, so I was singing the pot by
great.
Tool.
Great. Whatever it is. That was perfect, though. Pinkies up. I gotta just move your hair for you.
Oh, I can do it.
There we go.
Maynard would be proud.
It was beautiful. So those are some really quick, 3 easy straw exercises.
Tuck it behind
1
the
minute.
Amazing.
We
All
should
right,
do a
so we
guessing
have
game if they can guess what song they're
notes.
singing.
Do you know Tool?
held note.
Nice.
Slides up and down,
Yes.
and then elongate a song through a straw.
Yes.
And these are all straw exercises to help your voice. And how often do you do them? Lots.
Yeah, 4 times a day. But I said, remember, you're only spending about 4 minutes on it. So as you're ramping up for a tour or a studio or anything that you have a big high vocal demand, short, frequent practices are always better.
Wow. Do you realize how
stays
hard
on.
it is to clean that wig to make it look better?
What do you mean? What? That's not a wig. Oh.
Awesome. All right, we're
do
gonna
some more silly things.
we're gonna do.
gonna
Let's
do-
shake it up. Let's shake it up.
We're gonna do
First of all,
Never
we're
Have
gonna
I
do-
Ever. Oh
We're
my
gonna do
gosh.
Never Have I Ever. I want to know when we hit that 100K mark. Okay, tell me when we hit that.
Mark's out there.
Yeah. Tell me when we hit that 100K. I want to know. But at this moment, we are gonna do some Never Have I Ever. It's a drinking game. I'm gonna use tea for the moment. Because I got tea.
Do I
you have
need?
more
Do I
water?
need more for you?
I still have a little pineapple in here, guys.
Do I
let's
need
do
to
this.
make you a walk-in old-fashioned?
You know what? Chat. Prepare.
Yeah.
Get some drinks together. Okay? Get some drinks together. We're going to be doing Never Have I Ever. Sorry, I'm forward right now with the teas and
I'm going to win.
yeah.
How do you win?
What is winning? Yeah, exactly. What are the win conditions?
Can you explain how you play?
Yes. So this isn't
The TBC
this isn't
way?
like Truth or Dare. This is Never
Okay.
Have I Ever.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at the list here and come up with.
I got the list, I think, here. You guys.
Yeah. Here are the options.
I have to just pause as
So
I
how
say
many
the
points
number.
do you get?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got the thing.
How
right
many
there.
points?
Have you done it? Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes.
And if no, then you have to do it on stream.
Oh,
I'll
that's
show
how
you
you
the
play?
points.
Yeah.
The drinks can be as strong as you want. I'm actually still on tea. I still got a pot of tea to get through, y'all. It is jasmine tea. It's delicious.
Do I need to get you something?
I like this hydration. I have my pineapple.
You know, if
that
you're
not
stuck to
gonna be-
COVID,
okay, I do.
This is a great game for you. If you're stuck to COVID, have
Oh.
more water, have more Gatorade.
I love
We're
that.
at 99,
hydrate.
951. Oh no, did we get 100? Yes! Yes! We will do another drawing soon. I
No,
believe.
people are getting their drinks. We're doing it now.
Do it now.
What is
I
the
need to
win?
go do the drawing.
We're gonna make this drawing
Yeah,
happen
Well, then
now.
Mark's going to come back in as soon as I got the chair warm for him.
Oh, that's so nice of
Yeah.
you. But no, this is attention now. We hit 100K
Oh,
now.
God,
Where's the chicken?
look at this.
It is happening
You guys.
now. We are celebrating it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo, woo. I don't want to wake up.
Wait, hold on.
I gotta practice this.
We got a straw. There we go. He's got a straw now.
100K.
I just have to say,
Go.
wearing a kilt and then being on a leather chair is not fun. Okay, so this is awesome.
Actually, I think that maybe we should add. There's a couple of giveaways that are unlocked with this, but I think we should add something that Amanda had offered earlier. She'd offered to toss in a speech consult for one person. So let's do 3.
Yeah.
Is that
Let's
good?
do it.
3 giveaways right now. Okay. 1 is the Rupert Neve Designs headphone amplifier and Sennheiser HD 650 headphones bundle. This is our last Sweetwater giveaway. I actually have it back here. This is so cool. Just in case you were wondering, so cool. This is, so I drool over this. I really drool over this. This is a headphone amplifier. You plug your headphones in it, makes the music sound better. Best way to put it. Headphone amplifier. You pair it together with Sennheisers. I'm gonna be real. I have two favorite headphone brands, and it's because different fits, different feels, different sounds. I go to Bear Dynamic or Sennheiser. That's it. There are lots of other headphone brands out there that I've tried, and I always come back to these two. And HD 650, amazing headphones. Put that together with the Rupert Neve headphone amplifier. Also, this bundle on Sweetwater is like, gosh, it's over $1,000. This is like
I have
listening premium.
broken headphones.
I know.
And you're giving those
I
away
know.
to someone.
I know.
Like
I know. I need to get you a new hair of headphones.
new hair. Are you looking at this and say new hair of headphones? Is that what's happening? New hair of headphones, people.
New hair of headphones.
Headphones.
Which sounds scary.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is one of the prizes we're giving away. It's a bundle. Another prize is going to be the premium Spoiled by Metal hoodie.
It's killer.
That's a really nice hoodie.
It's killer.
That is the hoodie I was talking about earlier. That's like so comfy all the time.
It's only printed in the U.S. Our merch store is global. They've got print stores or print shops around the world, but this specific type of printing, they've only got the machines in the U.S. and it's just, you can wash it and wash it and wash it and it just doesn't crack. It's amazing.
These are not noise canceling headphones, FYI. This is just for like really, really fancy listening, probably at home. I don't think you'd want to do that level of listening on an airplane. The
hairphones.
Hairphones.
I need to go. Kirk should have joined the giveaway. Oracle. I haven't had a chance to back the campaign yet.
Oh my gosh.
So my name's not in the pot, so I can't win these.
I just realized we can. Yeah, Sandra's saying she loves that hoodie. I love that hoodie. We love that hoodie.
We kind of gave everyone that works for us, including community managers, that hoodie for Christmas last year. It's so good.
It's a really nice hoodie. Okay, you've got that, and then the third thing is Amanda has offered to do a speech consult with somebody, and if you guys want to make that a laryngeal massage
as a giveaway,
as a giveaway,
that's insane. Wait, a laryngeal massage if you're in Salt Lake City.
Well, no, she'll show you because you can do laryngeal massage on yourself. It's best to have somebody guide you through it, and but it's really it's actually really kind of awesome.
Okay,
I've used it on myself a number of times. So yes,
can I put my name in for that too?
You should just ask Amanda to do laryngeal massage on you.
No, she just choked me out.
Well, no, she did it on Mark, so.
Yeah, but she likes Mark.
She's like, after the way you ruined my straw teaching? Amanda is snuck in behind.
Are you talking?
And she tries to sneak around the agenda that's on a massive whiteboard. We should do a behind-the-scenes picture of this.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to take all the glasses and cocktails and
Right.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go do the drawing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to go, so I have just so you know, all of you that are putting in your names into the Google form or have subbed to Kickstarter, I'm combining both those. Everyone is numerical. You're all numbered, and I just do a random number generator. I don't have enough D20s, so I use an online tool. Because there's over 1,500 names at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll be right back with names.
Yes.
The board. Where's the board?
Where's the board? I think the board is probably in the office. Oh my goodness, are you doing that with the hair to just mess you away? Yeah. Oh, did my headphone holder get you? It got you.
No, it didn't get me. It's the kilt and what's not underneath.
Oh my.
Did we need to know that?
Always.
Are we oversharers?
Sometimes.
Listen, do you know what it means? 100,000?
What is it? I mean,
It's incredible.
That's incredible. Is
How
what that
much
means.
the community is excited about this work and science and donating and contributing. And I'm sort of like in shock. I just had a moment to even glance at my phone, and one of my colleagues at the university and the head of the lab, she's like, "How's it going?" And I just sent her that, and she goes, "Are you kidding me?" that coming from one of the most world-renowned voice scientists in the world, and she is blown away. You know, when I was telling her I was coming, she was like, "Voice science!" She's like, "Well, this is a different approach to research." And I said, "You have no idea how hungry these people are for this work and how incredible it is for the first time ever, these artists sharing themselves and their stories and putting that out there for their people too." Like,
right? Community, I don't think
they get it.
I don't think you understand how blown away scientific community is by this enthusiasm. I hope Amanda has given a little glimpse here.
Yeah.
But it is it's thrilling. And it's so exciting to me to also see people that are just loving music.
Yeah.
Loving music and then coming together and saying we want to know more about it. It's so that next level is so incredible. Okay. This is first one.
This is the first one.
First one. This first one is winning the bundle.
He's got to be in chat, though.
Gotta be in chat.
waiting
Hope
for
you're
it.
in chat.
You need to be in
Anyways,
chat.
it's research scientist. Oh.
Rupert Neve Designs and the Sennheiser, or this is the headphone amplifier and your HD 650s headphones. Andy Bacchus.
Backus.
Bacchus.
Bacchus.
Andy
Backhouse.
Backhouse.
I don't know.
Bacchus.
Andy, are you here? Not Andy Holzer.
Nod your head.
Nod your head. Andy. Yes. I need
This
it, Andy.
is impressive.
It is. There's a pretty big delay.
But we're gonna get there. Andy, please be in chat.
Please be in chat.
So you get
This
the
is
reaction
way too
videos that you subbed for. You're gonna be able to listen to
Right.
with the hairphones. But he's got to be in chat, and I don't see.
I feel inferior now that I'm still working with the headphones that came with my phone.
Yeah, this is
I got a lot to learn.
Congrats, Andy.
Everyone's saying congrats, Andy, but I don't see Andy himself.
And it's possible that Andy has a different name in chat, and if so, you
Right.
need to tell us.
I wonder if we did
anyways.
get it confirmed, or are we
I'm
just
not Andy,
reminding
LOL.
them?
All right, I'm gonna rely on Sandra to find. Sandra's monitoring our chat there. If we find our Andy Bacchus,
Andy.
I hope so.
Andy.
I hope you're there.
The German Andy. I know that's why I was.
I know.
Sorry, dude. My heart goes out to you. You know.
Come on, Andy. The team
I'm
is
Andy,
rooting
and
for
so's
you.
my wife.
Steve. Steve.
We're all
Steve.
Andy. Is
That's
Andy the
hilarious.
new Karen?
Okay. Yeah, I know. Sandra's working on it. So,
Good.
Andy, if you're here, ping Sandra.
Yes.
Just send a note to Sandra. If you're not here, dude, I'm sorry. I'll send you a note on Kickstarter and say, womp womp, I'm sorry you weren't in the
some
live
people do
stream.
need
Is this him? Are we
Wait.
here?
Who's
Woo,
who's
Andy
him?
B! Woo,
It's
here!
looking promising.
Where? I didn't see it.
There was a person that
It
said
went too
Andy
fast.
B. It went fast. It's cool.
Woo.
But it was an Andy B. Woohoo here.
Woohoo.
That's probably Andy.
All right.
A self-proclaimed.
Congrats, Andy!
Yay!
Otherwise, Kirk takes
We'll
it
have
all.
another giveaway.
I'm just, what?
They said, make yourself known or Kirk's going to take it all.
He went,
I need headphones, dude,
man,
so.
that's a nice bundle. I drool over it, just saying. I drool worthy.
Sweetwater, if you're watching this stream, I need headphones, so
I was like,
if you want to
I
send
kinda-
them to
can
me,
I?
you know,
Okay.
I'll accept.
You know, I think that our rep at Sweetwater is going to be all over that.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see about that. I hear they hate me too.
Oh, most definitely not.
Not
Yay!
Kirk back.
I see Andy B's there. I'm here.
Sweet.
I
All
got
right,
you.
we got you, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy, we got you.
We're gonna have 2 more drawings, and then we're gonna go into our Never Have I Ever. So make sure you have your drinks ready.
Mark should probably come back in.
I think you should come back.
I've been sitting here too long. He drove 6 hours to get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's roll him back in.
All right.
And you know what?
Wait, do you want to go get a sandwich?
Do you
Why
want
don't
to
you order some
play?
food? I'll sit over here.
I ate breakfast.
Do you want to play a game?
Yes. I'm gonna go grab Mark.
Okay, go grab. Wait, bring Mark in
While
here.
we're gone.
Okay, we're gonna take our larynx. We're gonna put it back over here because we're losing space on my amazingly spacious desk.
Very spacious desk.
But it is quickly losing space. We're gonna do that, and you know what? Actually, just welcome to everybody that's joining here because I haven't given a welcome out since our very first welcome. So everyone that's in here, especially if you're joining in new, or if you've been with us actually for a very long time here, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is Kickstarter Lunch Day for Science!
That was loud.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It blows your hair away. Oh, it's amazing. So lovely.
Fantastic.
And we're celebrating vocal research. So this live stream, we've had a lot of things already happen. We still have lots more. We're going to play Never Have I Ever soon, so I hope you have your drinks ready. These are going to be fun things. And your drink doesn't have to be alcoholic. It can be non-alcoholic. It can just be water.
Dave, I want the same research as you to recover from tinnitus. I have about 20% hearing in this ear, and it's constantly ringing. Granted, I have a brain tumor, so we kind of know what's wrong, but it sucks. That's why I don't care about my headphones too much, because I hear the ringing too much anyway. Is he coming?
Cam, yeah. Over 100K in just 4 hours. It's amazing.
I'm not sure where he was, but I think that you might be able to.
Do Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, okay, I got it. All
right.
Folks.
Oh, okay. Amanda and I are drinking, and you're reading.
Can I
Is that what's
text
happening?
Mark? Yes, I can. Yeah, I'll text him. I'm coming up.
Awesome. Okay. Never have I ever.
I do love this comment. Science has failed our world till now.
I like that comment too. Let's run this now.
Yeah, let's
right.
do it.
I don't know what Kirk is drinking. What are you drinking, Amanda?
Oh, I left it out there. It's okay.
Oh. Amanda just lowered the desk. Okay, you ready? Amanda's got some water. Handy.
Sorry, I got Alan, Tatiana manager messaging me, so he's stoked.
Yay!
Gotta keep the managers happy.
Oh, we got a Mark.
Oh,
He's coming in with some water.
Yeah. I was like, where did you go,
shoot.
my friend?
All right.
Amazing.
All right.
Gina's her name?
Yes.
She helped me. She's lovely. She was
She
great.
is
Amazing.
lovely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gina
awesome.
Gina is amazing.
Can we take your
And Will, if
Awesome.
you're watching this, Gina misses you.
All right. Let's do
put
this.
some of your stuff?
Are you gonna cop in here?
Oh gosh.
You wanna
Yeah,
take
and
my
you guys
seat?
to come play.
Switch.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
go. Kirk's
Sure.
got
Yeah.
some things to
Hey,
take.
look, I got water for you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, you're
Awesome.
good. That wig looks familiar. I feel like I've seen it before.
You've been.
Black wig.
I kind of want
I
to
know.
wear a black wig.
Oh,
I want to.
All right.
The beard.
Let's get the. We've been promising people Never Have I Ever for half an hour.
Are we
Let's do
playing
it.
5 or 10?
Oh, I came in at a perfect time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's do. I only have 8, so let's do 5.
5.
Okay, everyone. The deal is, if you haven't done it, you drink.
If you have not.
If you have not.
God, I got a nice little water here.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
If you have not, you drink. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
it is. Or is it if you have?
No,
you
if you
drink?
have, you drink.
If
Because if
you
you
have,
have, you
you
have to put
drink.
your finger down, right?
If you have, you drink.
The winner is
Okay.
I think
we all
I
got
think
5
the
up.
proof,
If you have.
right?
both versions.
Okay.
Both versions.
If you have. Okay. If you
not.
have. Boom, boom, boom. Never have I ever randomly broken out in song in a public area.
Well,
Oh, I've never.
come on.
I know, like randomly though, but yes.
Here,
Okay,
we'll-
cheers.
Yeah.
We'll cheers the
Cheers.
first one.
This is going to be easy. I should have had Kirk give me the strong drink.
I do that like daily.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like that's kind of
I
like
do that
us.
daily. Yeah.
Never have I. Please, everybody, if you don't fib on this. Drink if you've ever done that. I bet many of you have. Next one. Never have I ever been the victim of alcohol-inspired karaoke. Here's the interesting part. I think that this is both singing karaoke while alcohol-inspired and being the ears that heard the voice explode because of the alcohol-inspired karaoke. My finger goes down there.
Okay.
I have only ever karaoke'd sober.
Have you
Yes.
ever heard a voice explode because of alcohol in karaoke?
I don't think
cringe?
so. Surprisingly, no. I don't think
I
so.
It's
enjoy it.
impressive. That's impressive.
I enjoy it.
But I also have very like minuscule karaoke experience, so I got lucky.
Oh.
I got lucky.
No. I am a really big fan, actually, of karaoke. I just don't like it when it's done in a situation where people aren't using their voices well.
I don't like being
So all
in
the
situations
time.
where I feel awkward for people, and that's what I feel when I watch karaoke.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I think it's amazing for a lot of... But anyhow. Never have I ever... Sandra wrote these. No, I think you actually pulled... Sandra, I think you pulled our patrons for these. I like these. Okay. Never have I ever performed on an international stage.
Is this in like
Whoops.
conferences?
Whoops.
I was going to say, if you've given a speech on a conference on an international stage, okay, you're drinking.
Okay.
Drink
Yeah.
time.
I have not sung, but I've gotten up and talked about people.
You've given a presentation.
I have, okay.
Drink.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
There is certainly a level of performance
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Never have I ever been to a concert of an artist I didn't know beforehand.
Oh.
I have.
We all went down on that.
I
Okay.
had to think about that.
Well, these are all made up by Sandra. These are good, Sandra. Thank you. I've got pinkies up.
Hey, you are getting close. You lose.
I'm going to lose. However, never have I ever played an instrument in a school band or orchestra. I actually
Does
did
the
not do either
recorder
of those.
count?
I don't think that's a band or an orchestra.
Okay, fair. So good.
So I'm gonna. That's like an education class. Did you ever do band or orchestra?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was like 6, and we
Okay.
all sat around and they handed us recorders, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, that's a different thing. School band or orchestra. I played piano for choir at various times. I'd be singing in the choir and then I'd go play for choir, but it's not a school band or orchestra.
We're going with how the question's written.
Go ahead. Yep.
I survived. You get to survive.
Yeah.
To see another round.
You're on the cusp.
Never have I ever, written a song or composed music.
Oh, well.
Well, I win.
I got one left.
Oh,
I got one
it's
left.
you versus
Yeah, it's yep.
My tea is gone. I'm done. I lost. I've just done so many things.
Yes.
Oh, chat is fun. I like getting to know you guys better through this. This is a fun game. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm reading them too, and I'm like, oh, interesting.
I always felt bad for the kids that had the larger instruments and then like the flute player just like waltzing in. It just seemed unfair.
Also, Dennis 5 of 5. Yeah. Runa, get
His
it.
voice and instrument.
On wire.
Heck yeah.
Out. Sweet. We're out together. Never have I ever bought a vinyl record.
Oh,
Dunsies. I'm
either the most boring human or I'm taking the win though.
Right. I think most of our chat just dropped out at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever.
I'm out.
I've received many or like made them, and as like especially as video game parts.
This is awesome.
But yeah, I don't know if I bought one.
I bought my first vinyl when my wife and I bought our new house. Because I needed a backdrop. And I was like, vinyl, people will see it, they'll immediately know music. So if I had this was like 4 months ago. I almost made
Been
it.
done? There's
Yeah.
one last one.
I'm still in.
I
so
actually think
we're
this is
good.
my favorite one, Sandra. Never have I ever made a mixed tape or CD for wooing purposes.
Oh, wait, I have.
I know. I was like, I did that.
I had a whole series of them.
Really?
This is humiliating. And remember, you'd like put them on your car, and you just pull them out
yeah.
and label. And then I got really fancy and got like the printed labels for them. Oh yeah, breakup, heartbreaks. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was me. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right.
Y'all in chat, did you make a mixed tape or CD or mixed playlist? Because I still do mixed playlists sometimes, by the way, for Christmas, but that's for my family. It's not for wooing purposes. But did you ever do that to like get into somebody's heart?
I bet they did. That was like the thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
That was the thing to do.
I loved doing that.
Oh yeah, I still do it in a certain way, like on your like playlist that you create, and then you share them. Or like someone has like a big event coming up, and I'll create a playlist for them, like going heli skiing. I'm like, here's my like,
Here's your pump up playlist.
yes.
I love. It's actually easier to do now, and we can do it like the way that the entire recording industry has evolved, where we just send one song. You're like, I was thinking about you. Here's one song, because who needs a whole playlist anymore? Who needs a whole CD? We're going to release singles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
There's some truth.
Yes.
There is some truth to that.
There's like a little like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moment.
The reimbursement is lacking. Hey, but these are things that could come out of science, right?
True.
These are things, if we can keep it going.
Yeah.
Change.
It's not wrong. You're not wrong.
No.
All right. Well, I think we're going to have a couple more winners that we should have soon, right? Couple winners. We'll bring those in.
I think so.
We have so many things on this list over here that we could do, just so you know. At this moment, I'm gonna take. Let's do rapid fire of a couple of your questions. Again, let's keep these rapid. I have so many questions here that we're so far behind in.
I will rein myself in. I'll try.
Ooh. Okay, this is fun. And it's going to be a single answer, so this is going to be fast. From Niklas. Out of all the metal you've heard, which were you most surprised you liked? Audience, I want to know your answer to. Put that up in chat. Y'all, which were you most surprised you liked?
I recently revisited early 2000s, like mid 2000s, like screamo, which like has metal influences. Hated it back then, love it now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm trying to think. I think there's this sort of metalcore is what I would call it. There's a genre that I've been really surprised works so well. Oh no, I've got a better answer. I had no idea how well Electric Callboy would work and how much I would love it. Like that band / nudge them if you're like, oh, we can make stretch goals. Nudge them. Yeah, Electric Callboy, and specifically, gosh, what was the first one? The first one I saw was the one with the drink that looked like a penis in it. Sorry, you know what I'm talking about? There was a music video that was like...
Oh, I remember.
Was like, where are you going with this? I was like, that's
That video. But that was Electric Callboy for the first time for me, which is just hilarious. I was surprised dance hall and metal together. Who knew? I love it. What about you?
Okay, mine's cliche, but Lorna Shore. When
Oh.
I was first introduced, I was like, deathcore, and there's no cleans. You know, what are my ears gonna think? What's my brain gonna associate when there's like only these distortions and only these harshes? But when I had a chance to like talk about the lyrics with Will and him writing in the process of it, and you go back and listen, I was like, I am now struck with that and like picking out these different features. So that's cliche, but that's where I'm at.
We got the moves. That was indeed the song, y'all. Oh, I like seeing Linkin Park. You guys,
Yes, we used to scream that on the chairlift.
You guys have got some great answers here. Thank you. Have any metal publications been approached for this study? Yes. Meaning so there's a couple ways this question could go. But we have been approaching metal publications to help us get the word out. I think there was a comment earlier that we actually have some that have said they'd like to support us in this right away. So, yes, there's a lot of publicity that is going around right now. Ooh, look at that.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's a beautiful rim.
Beautiful. Can I just like...
Nice.
A little tahine?
Yeah, a little...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Kirk.
The ice cube. I'm going to stay with
I'm
it.
gonna stay for this. I'm so jealous right now.
That looks
I don't have a
amazing.
second coaster.
Oh. Here, you can use this.
Oh, there. Okay, that works. Beautiful desk. I don't want to mess it up. All right, here we
Thank
go.
you.
So let's see.
Cheers.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
There we go.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Margarita, tahine, hard to go wrong.
A little like
Delicious.
of the tagine on the tip of the tongue and add a little of that. It's yummy.
Wow.
Super good.
That lemon.
Super good. It's hold on.
Lemon and lace.
I was wondering.
Joe wants to,
What's that?
I was wondering what it was.
Joe wanted to know if that was lemon and lace.
Lemon and lace.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I'm not. It's too early for lace. I'm not wearing it right now.
Whoa.
Some silver tequila, some Ancho Reyes, some Cointreau, some lime juice, The pineapple juice and the tahini rum.
I'm feeling
Phenomenal.
I love that story from John Smith,
Phenomenal.
by the way,
Thank you.
about the
I
Halloween
was
song.
okay.
That
I was
so
just
sweet.
reading that, and I was like, okay, the next round is. But have you ever written a song for someone?
Oh, have you ever written
yeah.
a song for someone?
Oh, come on. Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
did you sing said song alone in a room with them to
Yeah.
court them?
Well,
Does this move work?
One was an I'm Sorry song.
Yes.
I did that.
Yeah, for an old high school fling.
You guys.
And then another was a Christmas present. Yeah.
Aw, that's super sweet.
Yeah, super simple, but yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're a musician, that's like the...
like one of the most common inspirations.
Yeah, there you go.
As how the horrible as the word common there feels, it's just relationships inspire.
Look at, you're getting an update. My sister wrote a lullaby for my children, and that was the most beautiful gift I ever received.
That is
Like hands down the coolest.
a very good
That is
gift.
Is that a good
Super
gift?
sweet.
Yeah.
I have like
So
a
she just
little
recorded
ditty
it.
that I sing
Yeah.
for my crush that I wrote. Yeah.
It's a treasure that they have. They ask for it to be played, and
Aww,
all right. So I'm liking that comment. Thanks,
that's
John.
super sweet.
I want to know what genre the song you wrote was,
Oh,
Elizabeth.
thank you, Eduardo, for your comment and thank you. Yeah, the genre, what song?
Yeah, you said you wrote a song like what? Like
I've written lots of different
When
ones.
was it and what was it? Like your first relationship song you wrote.
Oh, I read just like that was just me on the piano, not opera. That was like me. I would say more musical theater because I did like musical theater a lot growing up.
Okay.
But like sad musical theater with just me and piano.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was really good.
Did you write it as a song or like a poetry? Like, how do you start that process?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
People are all very different.
Yeah.
For me, the words and the music often come together. Like they really, because I think the words are so tied to the melody. I like that they'll just flow, but I mean, some people start words first or melody
Yeah,
first.
Yeah.
If it's a second verse, then you're like, oh, well, shoot, my words already wrote the first verse, so then you might need to come up with words for that.
Yeah. I don't know I very often don't know what the song is about till I'm about halfway through. Like, sometimes I'll be listening to a melody that my band has written and I'm just pacing around and I'm singing a melody and it's very watery and then I'm like, oh, this song is about being on a ship. Okay, let's make that as beautiful as I can.
Yeah.
And then you work it into a whole album concept.
That process, okay, when we get a chance to talk more over our cocktails, is one of the brilliant things that I love, that I just don't have that creativeness that way. I have such a more literal approach. So I wonder always what like inspires or helps influence the lyrics or the songs themselves, and what message are you trying to communicate. And then there was a big thing that went around about artists not wanting the order of their albums to change, right? Because Spotify offered this like shuffling thing, and they were like, no, you know how much time and thought goes into something. And I, as this naive person, was like, holy cow, like such profound things that I don't know that are shared or are talked about very much. And we appreciate the music once it's been done, but the everything else, oh gosh.
I tried to woo a girl with Norwegian black metal. It didn't work.
Yo.
Not close, but why
Was the
not?
wrong girl. Was the wrong girl.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
That's
I
a power move though. Like
Yeah.
but for black metal is my favorite metal genre.
Really?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite metal genre. So I'm just impressed with you that you did that. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. What would you expect to see if someone like Will Ramos were to try his harsh vocals under the influence of helium or sulfur hexafluoride? Now that we have a little bit of information on that, has that shifted any thoughts?
I mean, knowing when we asked Will to do a lot of different things, he was like confused. Like, you remember his hands being like, "What's happening?" I feel like something like that would probably take place for him.
Yeah.
Initially, is just like trying to put all this together.
I think it really depends on which vocal he's doing, like how much pitch is influenced, because I think all of us experience this interesting thing where there's a little more forward resonance when we were playing with the helium. I would think that if he was doing something that was, I'd be really curious what would happen with like a tongue tunnel.
It would be actually that's a really interesting question, because like Will's, obviously speaking just in generals, Will's texture tends to be very like TV staticky, versus like, you know, shaking a bowl of Jello, you know, and so his the texture,
description.
yeah, his texture tends to be very like strong in the high end, and that's not to say his screams don't have a nice round sound to them, but they're strong in the high end. So like, I wonder like the Helium might make it easier for him because like what I experienced was that I wasn't hearing what I expected, and then so I got a little lost. And so for him, maybe if it's really boosting that like TV, you know, maybe it's easier for him to key into the higher, more mid to bright tones.
Yeah, and he's so dependent on that feedback. Like he's really into it. That cupping of the ear, that is one of the main. I think some singers are more sensitive to that than others, and I think he's really sensitive. I think it would jar him a ton.
It might, and it's. I mean, it jarred me, so it's understandable. You get so used to the sound and the feeling paired that when that link is broken, you're like, "Where am I?"
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. Like, it's good to be sensitive. It helps you explore new sounds. I think that's part of what made Will develop the sounds the way he did.
And I think for anyone, right, when you talk about a source filter interaction that's happening, and these are non-linear things that are happening in combination, the higher the constrictions are going to be, the less probably impact they're going to experience in the perception of the sound. Like, right, maybe that doesn't change so much, but the influence of it to themselves is going to be different. I think you have a perception and then a feel.
How do I look Scottish? What is it about me that looks Scottish? I'm so curious now. Most people have usually said that I look Eastern European, or some people will note that I have some Native American heritage, which actually is probably the biggest chunk of the heritage that we can really pick out. Everything's just kind of mixed, and then there's like, oh, there actually is a Native American chunky bit. And hello, Mama Ford. Glad to see you back here again. Tell me, I look Scottish? What is it? I'm excited about this.
I've had a lot of students in Scotland, and they all look very different. So I don't know. I don't know what "look Scottish" means.
I don't either.
Do you have any guess where my father's from?
Milwaukee. No, I don't know.
Oh wait, I was gonna say Wisconsin.
No, Poland.
Oh, Poland.
So as Andrew was saying, the Polish thing, I was like, I'm actually 50%.
No, I've got it. Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Does this not make sense?
Right, that makes total sense. Okay. Oh, this is specific to Amanda. Outside of vocal research, have you had any patients/test subjects you can talk about that left you as starstruck as when Elizabeth met Dr. Tietze?
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry. For all that don't know, Dr. Ingo Tietze is like a hero of mine, and I have gotten into trouble because I feel so shy about approaching him. I like every time I need to talk to him, I have to like give myself a little like boost, like, it's okay. You know him. You guys are like friendly now. It's okay. Go talk to him.
I don't know because I have never seen you a loss for words. I don't know that I've ever had a patient or anyone that I've been able to do research on that left me quite as speechless as that moment, which is very cool.
You remember when I like got slightly chewed out by Ingo when I didn't
Elizabeth, you guys know how kind and gentle her soul is, and she got a little bit of a harsh email, and she was like,
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm
Amanda,
the worst.
what did I do? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, this email. I'm like, it's fine. Like, he's being kind. What are you talking about? This is how these emails. She's like, but no, what can I eat? I'm like, it was so, you were.
I'm like so overly concerned. So when I was coming in with when we were coming in to do the first camera down Will's throat, I had approached Amanda and I was like, oh, like Ingo's. He's got to be so busy. There's no way he's going to be really interested in this stuff. And, like, he's just, like, God. You can't take God's time. So when he found out that we were coming in and I hadn't told him, he was like, Elizabeth, I just found out. Why did I not hear about this sooner?
Well, because I think I, like, popped in his office and it was, like, informal. Like, he was like, why didn't Elizabeth ask me? And I was like, well, you know,
she reveres you.
I told her I would do it for her. Maybe it was a bad part on mine.
No. It just taught me a lesson.
It turned out super well.
It did.
It turned out super well.
He did a bunch of research on Will before he came into the room the next day. It was like next day was with us the whole next day. Just was there. I was shocked. So that was cool.
Well, I have to tell you, so you know your mentor rarely like kind of compliments you because their job is to, push you to that next level. So that's what Dr. Teets has been for me, really pushing me and challenging me and thinking, and even sometimes just asking me the question of like, well, why would you do that? And like so direct and so German.
He
of
is
him.
direct, yeah.
And I've come to love it. And when people aren't direct now, I'm like, whoa, what's happening? But he paid me my first compliment after Elizabeth and all of this work, and he was like so impressed, and I thought, Elizabeth, I've made it! I just got the one thing that makes all of this work is Dr. Tietze loves what we're doing.
Approval from my vocal research father. That's what it was.
And like so many of you have like commented about like animal calls and the influence of these animal sounds on like the human sounds. And Ingo's been doing that, and he's like so excited. Yeah.
He's been comparing baby noises to lion noises a bunch. It's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Baby to lion?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Baby to lion.
It's a thing. He did an amazing presentation of it recently.
Baby noises are really interesting, but I've never thought about comparing them to a lion. Wow. I'll ask you about that later. I'll ask you about that later.
Paper, you'll read it and you'll be like, oh my gosh, my baby is a small lion. That's basically what you're going to decide.
Fascinating. That's wild.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's with the red curls. The nicely relaxed curls.
That must be it.
It is.
All right, y'all. I think we should work on tea kettles. You want to work on tea kettles?
I would love to work on tea kettles because I have not only have I never done them, I have barely ever even tried them.
I'm going to see if I can get to them right now. To be real honest, I'm not sure because I feel like my throat was a little funky a while ago, and I was like, I had them. I usually have them. I'd say like 90% of the time I have them, and maybe we're at the 10%. And this is, I think because I'm not practicing regularly, like bringing harsh vocals into songs, mine just aren't as reliable. But on the other hand, even Will, his just would zip out too. That was the most unreliable sound for him.
He had an interesting thing that he did though to get there. Is his, I call it like your running start.
Yeah.
He had his like comfort place that he would use to like run in and jump to that sound. It was almost like he like used it like a diving or a springboard, right, to like get him to that. But he did make a point, and that is sometimes sounds that we have aren't usable in our performance space, right?
Yes.
Very
Sounds
true.
that we can create, we can't sustain, and so we don't incorporate them into our songs, or maybe we don't write them in for ourselves. So I always want to say, like, we can play around, but it doesn't always mean a bad thing that we can't
get there. So, headphone warning all. That's probably fair. I did something similar earlier, and it was really, really loud.
True.
And Will calls this tea kettles. I was able to find it when working with Will, and he was like, yeah, that is what I do for tea kettle. That sounds like it. But just to be fair, like, maybe we will put this down in terminology as tea kettles. Yeah. Maybe we will call it something different. To me, what I think of it as is the highest, tightest constriction. I think there's a lot of epiglottis that is being that is involved in this sound. When we saw it down Will's throat, it was when it was like the tightest.
Say it.
The tightest butthole.
I can feel the bee behind the teeth.
Yay, Mel! 106 funded. I love the updates, Mel. Thank you for putting those in chat.
I know.
That was just a whistle. But that's where we're going to go to. Who is Will? We're talking about Will Ramos because that's the person we did the study first on, and that's really what I've learned a lot of harsh vocals from. I have to say I've actually learned a lot from Mark's channel too. So
thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Appreciate it.
I'm
ready to try them.
Yeah, tea kettle. Okay, how do we do it?
So there's like two things that I usually am combining to find a tea kettle sound. One is I'm working first on inhales. I found this the first time through inhalatory screams. Yeah, exactly. And I just realized recently while I was working with somebody else, there's so many different places where you can make inhalatory screams. That's so cool. Like you can go, you can go really high, you can go lower. So you can go down to like almost a fry spot, which is like vocal fry, not fry scream.
Yeah.
So everybody right now, when you're doing inhalatory screams, see if you can go like, see if you can basically make the phonations for screams all along here. We sound like really weird frogs. It's really interesting. And I think it's important to note that we're trying to constrain it so much. When I start to do this, I feel my diaphragm tugging down. Like it is trying to bring air in. And it's that pull that is trying to suck the air from up here through this tiny constriction that's in my throat. Right? That goes up really high.
You, based on what I was feeling for, are going to have to try and lower.
Okay.
You're going to have to force yourself into a basement as you inhale. Try on an H. Better. Now drop the back of your tongue to do it.
Okay.
Oh, I think E. I usually have an E.
H with an E. But to
H with an E.
inhale it.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh yeah, H with an E. H with an E.
H
That's a
with an
good.
This is the most I've ever tried this in my life. So here we go. Okay, so H with an E. So I'm going to lower my larynx.
Uh-huh. There. Beautiful. Stay there.
Okay.
Back of your
I'll
tongue
move my hands
traps.
so people can see.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about it's
There
not
was
connecting.
a little thing in there that
Yeah.
actually
You
happened.
got close.
It isn't relaxed.
Yeah.
And it is like the definition of, I think, one of the most taxing vocals you could do. For Will, it wore him out super fast. That was not the one you would put at the end of a set.
Yeah, the weird thing is for me, like what I'm feeling is I have to fight my mentality because like everything I do, the only constriction I allow is like right at the, well, we'll find out. But I think everything I do, I allow only at the top, and I generally am a big like neutral larynx unless you need to move it kind of guy. So like the fact that I'm like
love
dropping
this.
my larynx
Try this for me.
and like my brain is like, oh no.
On a voiceless K.
Okay.
Okay, a K. If you went out, I want you to suck your K in. Okay, that sensation, that lowering, this really big wide open pharynx. And then you're gonna add sound to it. Like a, okay, that sensation of that opening in there, now try it on your he. Can you get closer?
No, it just wants to flip into like this really weird. It sounds like a way I've heard some people laugh when they laugh and they.
So when we get the camera in you, if we raise all these funds, we'll do some biofeedback where you're looking and seeing, and we can try and change and manipulate some things. But I want you to go back to what you're directing.
This would be a great example, by the way, if you want to make weird noises or do a hear me roar at this point and post it on socials. That would be awesome. So I very much encourage it. Yes, welcome to the charismatic voice where we make incredible noises. Suck the K. I know that sounded hilarious.
Also passive.
And sneezy. Yeah, I think there's like an almost involuntary cringe that happens because you're essentially like, you are trying to gasp for air, but you're making it closed so you can't get that air. For me, I actually feel my larynx go really high on this.
Really high.
Let's watch. Sorry, moving.
So if I'm gonna, that's just the inhale there. I think that this part will go down when I just have.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put my finger where Elizabeth's vocal folds are. She doesn't, you don't.
And that's on the way out is when I start to do. Okay, resting.
Okay.
It feels like.
That constriction is coming here.
So it feels like all of the constriction that I feel definitely on this is like behind the tongue.
Okay.
And so
Behind the tongue.
what's happening, like, behind the tongue, like really freaking high. And what's happening is I think I'm using a combination first of where I know where to get to with whistle.
Yeah.
Whistle is like your creaky door kind of sound, the puppy. Do you know how to get to a whistle?
I've never tried in my life to do my whistle register ever.
I love the puppy whimpering. That always helps.
Is that out or in?
That's
Out. Beautiful.
No, that's head voice. It's not
Yeah,
whistle.
that sounds like
that
head voice to
not?
me. It sounds like head voice to
I
me.
thought it was good.
That's definitely head
Yeah,
voice.
that one's
It's not.
Go high. Can you go?
It's gonna feel so constrained.
That's as far as I can
No,
go.
it'll
That's
feel
not
super
quite
constrained.
it. Yeah.
That
That was close.
that was closer. It's creaky. Think about a teenage girl screaming on a roller coaster.
I don't have a lot of experience with that. No, I see what you mean, though. I see what you mean.
Did you open your mouth to do it?
That one I did.
It still sounds like head voice to me.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high note.
Actually,
though.
that was kind of impressive.
Hey.
How many males do you know that go up into a true whistle? A lot?
There's,
In the-
that happens. Uh-huh.
Do you think
Males don't, I don't think it's like is common to put into music, so it's not
Yeah,
a technique
yeah.
that males practice, but it's definitely something that males can
Is
do.
achievable?
Do you think like because you know, obviously I'm a baritone. Do you think it's harder for like a baritone than it would be for like a tenor?
I don't know. I don't actually think so. I think it's like saying, can you sing in chest and head voice? And can you sing in whistle register? I think it's just another
I see what you're saying.
register.
I see what you're saying.
I think it's a whole different position though, because it involves what we've seen is that the epiglottis comes in a lot, which is why I associate tea kettles with using whistle register, right? I know, Steve, what are you watching? I know this is just insane. We're like making the weirdest noises. But I think that if you are thinking about how whistle register is formed, epiglottis is coming in and it's actually only a portion of the vocal folds that are vibrating.
Is the epiglottis like descending like it does when we swallow, or is it like getting sort of pushed back?
I think like if we looked at the view and I flipped your larynx, what she means is you're actually shortening the area epiglottic folds, which are not here, and bringing it,
We saw Will
shortening
go like
it this.
Go like that. Okay.
It went like this, and it pushed in, and it actually twisted this way.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
But yeah, so Will's epiglottis went, and then went. But when his went like this the most, it went like this, but it also took all of this area. And in the most recent one we saw, we saw hyoid bone involved in helping create this sound, which is it was like funk, really, really crazy.
That is nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
That is nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude, well, we got a lot of stuff to do, so I won't pick your brain too much. But that's does it feel similar to like, does any of the activation have any similarity to the sensation of swallowing? That first movement you feel when you swallow?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got it. So there's a maneuver called a Mendelssohn. So you're gonna swallow, but hold your voice box up.
Okay.
So like do it like a fake swallow.
Oh, I hate that.
And hold it. It feels like you're having to hold your breath. Can you feel
Yeah.
that sensation?
That's actually
That's
it's
it.
very similar.
So you.
That's
put
a
your
good
breath-
idea.
Hold.
Okay.
Okay. So freeze your swallow there. And now try.
Oh no, sorry.
My larynx wants to go pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is something.
That's interesting.
I think so. I think that this, obviously, because we saw like the pros say that this can be done safely and healthfully if done properly, but I think it's antithetical to my entire approach. So I would have to retrain my brain.
I was like, are you maybe too well trained?
It maybe trained in a specific direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
Learned a
have
lot about
over
swallowing in this video. Sorry.
1,300 back.
I mean, I don't know
Over
what to tell.
1,300 backers.
Holy
Holding on.
cow!
Two names we need the sweatshirt and the giveaway for Amanda as well. We did just the one. We did the Rupert Neve.
High whistle and tea sounds.
Well, now you have a name.
Still
Okay,
a baritone. It's
this
this is
is-
for me, huh?
This name has been pulled. This
Oh.
name
Yep.
Wait.
is going to receive the TCV hoodie, Spoiled by Metal hoodie. Are you here? James Saville. James Saville. Saville. James Saville. You get the Spoiled by Metal hoodie. By the way, I love that when I do harsh vocals, when I come back to my regular speaking, it always feels really nice. Like, yeah.
You have a brilliant way of adding that creak into some of that too, which I wonder if allows you to sustain it as long as you did.
And I feel like that is just like what some people call a fry.
Yeah.
When it's whistle plus a really constrained fry, that's when I get to tea kettles. But it's being a bit funky right now.
Interesting.
Yeah. James Seville, shout out in chat. Be there. Stay there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Yes.
Yeah.
I am James too, says Oracle. Can I get 2 more names?
You may.
Oh, thank you, love.
I don't know about you, but I'm having
have more.
I'm having a hard time like reining myself in and not being like, okay, oh right, we're on camera.
I know, I kind of want to just keep going.
Yeah, me
I want to
too.
see what cool sounds I can make.
Oh, I gotta be good there. I'll be good.
107K funded
Nice.
so far with 1,390 backers. This is super exciting. Ooh, side note, I was gonna ask you.
Ask me.
I didn't ask you before we started the stream today. Would you be interested
Yes.
in maybe donating a voice lesson that
Yeah.
we could give away to somebody I was thinking, because Amanda is about, the next name is going to be drawn
If they
for the
catalog their
speech
reflux and behavioral changes, and there's going to be some, strict criteria after this vocal health lesson.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I'm totally willing to do that, and I've got an easy system to do it. So yeah,
Perfect.
Of course. Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
I would be happy to give away a voice lesson to.
Let's make it,
Wait,
if we reach, is it 1,500 backers? That might be a good spot because we're at 13.
Because we're at 13, so that's very achievable.
I feel that's very achievable. So, y'all, remember what we said about sharing this? Share it. Get your mom to back it. Get your significant other to back it. Your friend, your kid. You could sign your kid up for an account and give $2. Like, we can get more backers in so many different ways. Share this video. Share the Kickstarter. Make those social goals happen as well with all of those different hilarious, blue hair selfies, horns selfies, make weird noises, all of those. Share those. Get more backers in here because at 1,500 backers, we will have a lesson donated from Mark.
And it's so easy. It's so easy. You'll have a good time. I promise.
I love it. I love it. I think that's extremely valuable.
You need me so much right now.
I do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Folks,
Whoa.
get your dog walker to back this project.
Get your dog walker to back this project.
Barista at the coffee shop to talk about the project. Post a notice at Starbucks. Right on that little board that says support vocal research. Come on, folks. It's amazing.
If you go to any college that has a music department,
Oh.
put something up on the bulletin board. It'll have a ton of people walking by.
If you have a Craigslist account, actually, I'm going to stop. Hey, look, I got 2 names.
Yeah! Awesome. Okay, so next name is going to be getting a speech consult. Slash, if you want this to be about laryngeal massage that you can do on yourself, this could be happening. This will be with Amanda, Dr. Stark, that she allows me to call her Amanda, but really, we should all call her Dr. Stark. It's the consult with Amanda.
And what's the next prize after that?
That's a good question.
Oh boy!
I have to look at my prize list.
Because look who I pulled. I know.
I was like, I don't know that I was next on your
You
list.
swooned.
Gregory Sherwood gets this wonderful speech consult.
Gregory, are you in? Hey, Fish, there's no OnlyFans account for me yet. I'm working on it. I'm probably going to do a foot fetish OnlyFans account first, and then a beard fetish after that. So if that's what you're interested in, give me a little bit of time, and then I'm going to release that.
I check every day, Kirk.
I know.
I check every day to see
Just
if you've made
text
one.
me.
I
I'll
will.
send you pictures.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you, Kirk.
Is Gregory Sherwood in chat?
I hope so.
I love that you love this project, Steph.
Gregory Sherwood, like the forest. If you're not in chat, we got to give it to the next person. So, Gregory, say something.
Say something,
Say
Gregory.
something quick before we give it to the next person.
He just got
What,
delivery. Just
Isaac,
watch.
you popped into my...
Well, let's give it a moment, because if it doesn't go to Gregory, we'll go to the next person on this list.
Yeah. I
True.
almost said something I'd probably regret next week.
Next week. And actually, the next thing after that would be lifetime Discord access, which cannot go to that person.
That's right. They can't. So hopefully Gregory is here, and then I have to pull another name. Otherwise, Gregory, you missed out.
Come on, Gregory!
You have no idea how important it is. Has anyone seen Gregory?
Gregory!
I am not the top vocalist of ZZ
I've
Top.
been playing so much of it.
They wish their beard was as good as
I
that.
haven't even heard them yet,
Yeah.
but so
Nice
many
and
people
soft.
refer
Wait,
to
there's margarita in
Kirk
there.
as
Hold on.
being-
Look at that. Okay. Oh, wait.
I got stopped
Beautiful.
by security going into Disneyland.
What?
Because they were like, "Are you the lost member of ZZ Top?"
Oh, my God.
And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, there's only 2 of them left." I said, "No, all 3 of them are still alive. All 3 of the gentlemen." I said, "No, there's only 2. One of them died from cancer." So I spent 5 minutes debating with the security guard at Disneyland about how ZZ Top was still alive and all members were still alive and they were healthy. Has Sandra, has Gregory said anything in chat yet? Because if not, we're gonna have to move on.
Yo, Greg, we need you.
Wait, one more minute,
Gregory.
Gregory. One more minute.
Gregory!
If you're taking a bio break, we want to respect that.
Gregory, where are you?
Are you
Gregory. Gregory.
Gregory.
Melon.
Melon.
Thank you for getting yes.
Today.
I don't see a Gregory. Is Kirk related to? No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Gregatious.
I was hatched. I don't see Gregory.
Is Kirk related to Amon Amarth? Amon
Amarth.
Amarth.
You.
Johann Hegg. I'll show you.
You've only had
Yeah.
two cheeks.
I think you've
once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Didn't you do
Words
Amon
of the
Amarth?
World United is
That
their
has
big
that.
song.
I was like, I've done something
Well, you did
with
Fire
them, but I don't
Shots,
think I've
but
done
you
their
didn't do
song.
theirs.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what it was then.
So I didn't have to say the
I
name.
think we got to move
Fair.
on because we've only got a little bit of time left. So there's no Gregory.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
Gregory, you missed out. Who's the next name on the whiteboard?
Gregory.
Wheelies,
Last call for Gregory. Okay.
It sounds like we're still looking.
We got to move on.
All right, we got to move on. Yeah.
I think we've done this for 5
All
minutes.
right.
We've been yelling for
Here's
his
the
name.
deal. This is a totally random draw, just so you guys know.
It really is. But you know what?
I
Random
think
draws,
this person is going to love having a consult with Amanda.
You're very lucky.
And it's a person I've actually worked with on vocal things a lot, and I know that they're going to.
Maynard
so
James
excited
Keenan.
about
Maynard James Keenan. Are you in
that
chat?
was sick.
Maynard,
That
are you
would
in
be
chat
sick.
right now? No.
He's chilling at his vineyard.
It is none other than the quirky Uncle Dave, David Rivetti. Quirky
Well, you
Uncle
got to show
Dave.
them the board.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dave Rivetti.
Dave, are you still here?
Are you here?
Are you here in chat?
Please be here, Dave.
Please be here. You're going to be so
You're gonna be
disappointed.
so
Dave,
much
please.
trouble if you're not
Dave,
here.
please.
Yeah, R.I.P. Greg, man. We're trying.
R.I.P. Greg.
We're trying.
We're trying, but that means we do actually need another name student to give a lifetime Discord access to.
VDCT, someone in chat, everyone in chat has the opportunity to put their name on the Kickstarter by supporting the Kickstarter, or there's a link that Sandra has been putting out for the Google Forms. And so I'm doing a random drawing from both of those lists. There's a number attributed to each person in both lists, and it combines. And so when I do a random number generator, Quirky Uncle Dave is here. When I do a random number generator, then I pick from both lists, and that's where I'm getting those numbers from. So I'm not picking people from chat. I'm picking people from the people who have supported either on Kickstarter or put their names in the Google form, and they have to be in chat in order to receive their prize.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering. First of all, congrats to Quirky Uncle Dave.
There he is.
Dave, you will be having a speech consult / this can be a laryngeal massage, which might be super interesting. I would highly
Done by
recommend.
me.
Hey.
Ooh, and we
Nice.
have 1,407 backers, 93 away from the mark voice lesson.
What's up?
Dave, we'll make sure you're in contact with Amanda and get that speech consult set up. That's going to be awesome. I had a thought, and I just totally lost it. It was like, that's what happens after... how many hours have we been streaming? We are getting close to 5. We're getting close to 5.
Close
This
to
is
5
the
hours.
longest.
That's a long one.
Wow.
And
I
you
have
it-
to say, time flies because my excitement keeps coming back through. I've just gone pure adrenaline right now.
That's how I feel. I feel pure adrenaline, and I'm like, I should eat at some point.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you had the chance to eat anything?
I had some potatoes.
No, you
I
guys
had
should
a
eat.
side potato at one point. You haven't had anything to eat.
I ate breakfast with your son this morning. It was the most lovely breakfast I've had.
There are some delicious sandwiches out there, courtesy of Kurt.
I was having
Here's a
to
tricky
manage
one.
my daughter who was like, "You didn't put me on school mode today" on her watch.
Oops.
I was like, "Did you get kicked out of school?" No.
All right. Well, you know what? I think we have so many possible ones. Let's do a quick check-in. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah. Let's do a quick check-in. First of all, we are here today to support vocal science for science.
For science.
If y'all haven't already, please go to the Kickstarter. We've been linking back one of those tiers. You can back for as little as $2, but there are tiers that go all the way up through $30,000, which that tier just got released. I'm hoping that ends up happening because it'd be super, super awesome and fun. And there's so many different things between. But the best thing is that if you're backing today at any level, you do get that early bird benefit of having your name in the Charismatic Voice logo. And that's like those big words that are made up of lots of tiny little words. If you haven't seen them before, look up the word love. I've seen this with the LOVE, like in a square a bunch, and you see it made up of a ton of tiny words. Look that up. It'll be easy to find. We're doing that with the Charismatic Voice logo with all of the people that back early today. So it looks like we're going to have at least 1,400, hopefully 1,500 by the end of the next hour, and more, because this will go through the first 24 hours. So early bird benefits, yay! Woo! All of those tiers, you also have add-ons. I don't know if I mentioned that in the tier review that I did at the very beginning, but there is that add-on of the drink with me, which can be cocktail or mocktail. Yeah. And there's a specific, one of the early benefits in the tiers is reaction analysis videos of the artists. And it's going to be oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad at explaining this right now. I wish I could like clap. Whenever I'm doing things on camera, when I'm like, the word vomit, I just clap and I'm like, Elizabeth taught me better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the audience appreciates it.
But you can't do it when it's live. You're like,
You can. Yeah.
Maybe if you could see and my body wasn't blocking you.
Woosah.
Oh.
Awesome. I'm going to try this again. So, in many of these tiers, you have a benefit of getting access to reaction analysis videos featuring one of the artists that is involved. That artist will get to choose the song of their performance that I analyze. For example, Mark is going to be choosing a song of him singing that I get to analyze.
Whoa.
Right? Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
So we'll be putting that, and that means that if we're funded at just our base level, that's actually going to be 7 videos that I'll be doing. But if we do stretch goals, there'll be even more. So in those videos, I will be drinking either a mocktail or a cocktail. And you will get a recipe for each video that is a mocktail and a cocktail made by Kirk, who I don't know if you've seen that he makes really amazing drinks. It's fun. So you can drink what I'm drinking and also enjoy a new recipe.
No.
What?
Kirkabeth did the first Kardashev Snow Sleep
That's
analysis
true.
video.
That's true.
So Kirkabeth should do the next
Is there a
one.
reunion tour?
Oh my gosh!
That's where J7 started.
That is where J7 started.
That's where J7 started.
And Singing Hole, I think, right?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did Singing
Singing
Hole
Hole
start?
started there too.
What a historic! I didn't realize how historic that video was.
Right? It's pretty incredible. Okay, so lots of awesome tiers that you can sub at in the Kickstarter, and hopefully that encourages you. You're like, not only am I donating to Voice Science, but I'm also getting awesome rewards at the same time. There are so many amazing health benefits that will come of this research. Not only are we helping people learn how to use these awesome sounds, but all of these upper laryngeal structures can help contribute to future music therapies, which is one of the things I'm most excited about. We have seen therapy, music and singing therapy improve diseases like thyroid conditions, heart disease. There was a crazy study that was showing it destroy cancer cells.
What?
I'd like to see that one replicated a lot more personally.
Yeah.
But there was a
Interesting.
preliminary study that was reviewed and published in everything where it was destroying cancer cells. So that was high frequency, and I think it was used for breast cancer specifically.
Interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been, music therapies have been used a lot to help with dementia, Alzheimer's, and all kinds of mental illnesses too. So music therapy is this massively exploding area, and it isn't like fluff. I think at one point I thought, oh, that's probably just fluff. It is not fluff. It is hefty enough that insurance companies are starting to pay for it. Like, if U.S. insurance companies will pay for music therapy, like, maybe that actually does work. There's research that shows it works, but also insurance companies.
But science informs insurance.
Exactly. So I think that's really interesting. Yes, I think it's super important to look at how the upper laryngeal structures can be contributing to those music therapies. It is, especially when we think about thyroid conditions, your thyroid, and like when we're talking about that big structure in the neck, as Amanda was going around here, like your thyroid's sitting in there. It's there's your thyroid. See, that's my thyroid. Your thyroid is vibrating when you sing.
True. Very true.
So, just put it out there. There's a lot that can come from this, and this is the first time that I feel we are forging with lots of data, very complete data, into this area of upper laryngeal structure research. It is very important, and it's not just because we want to know what's happening in our throats. Anyhow, I love this. I'm so passionate about this, and we're getting it into all kinds of periodicals, all the things. You have no idea how much we're putting into publicity for this. And you guys can help by pledging, by sharing your pledge. You can share the launch video on Facebook. That's super, super helpful. There was also a story video that I did yesterday that talked about this at the end. Share that video. There are all these social goals, which, by the way, Kirk and Sandra, I would love an update on those social goals and stars when you get a moment. Because specifically, all of those Instagram posts, are people getting those Instagram shares up? I know community managers are watching that as well. I want to know where we're at with the social goals in particular.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm curious about that too.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different ones that are related to that. All right. And now that I said all of those things, I am going to go take a quick bio break.
Go.
And I'll be back here shortly because we don't actually have that much time left on the stream.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you two to challenge each other to some vocal tasks and challenge the audience with you. Like, can we talk about how long can you sing a note? You can do high, quiet, loud. Like, think of crazy tasks. I would really like ugly and pretty to be in there too.
Okay.
And maybe the audience can vote. Can we maybe put some polls up? Like, how ugly is this sound? And you guys get to vote on was Amanda's sound or...
I feel like I'm being pitted against an expert here, and it makes me feel
I am all about sounding as ugly as possible. So...
Oh, this is going to...
All right, Sandra, you're going to be in control of any polls that we want to run that are fast. And you two are... you have straws. You have a superpower.
You're comfortable making weird sounds. I do my best to not have any disorder in my sound. So let's do this.
Let's do it. Well, for a living, I help people feel comfortable making ugly sounds. This is great.
And for a living, I help people to sound, less impacted by the quality of their sound.
Audience, you have to play along.
Yes, that's a good point.
Mezzo voce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mezzo voce. Yeah. So, if anybody is tuned in late, while Elizabeth takes care of herself, which we all need to do sometimes, she needs to eat, she needs to drink some water. Yes. So I am, my name is Mark. I'm a metal vocal instructor, metal vocalist of 15 years, and I teach harsh vocals. And that's why I'm here. And if anybody hasn't seen the amazing videos that the Charismatic Voice has put up already and hasn't seen you...
Yes, I'm Amanda Stark. I am a clinical speech pathologist and a researcher at the University of Utah. And I am here in Tucson, loving and also wildly impressed by the entire process that Elizabeth and Kirk have put together here. And more importantly, the comments and the excitement. And by the way, I think they hit $100,000 towards vocal research.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't want to make any promises because I'm not the one watching the numbers, but I've been keeping an eye on chat, and the how far it's been funded is blowing my mind, and it's exciting. It's very exciting.
So we had an opportunity to meet this morning.
We did, and we talked. We've vocal nerded a little bit.
We did,
but we're gonna vocal nerd. Who should go first, though?
I don't know.
Who should go first?
I don't know. I gotta just see. I think you're getting some comments, so I think that's you.
Am I?
Yes.
Is that Carnivox? Yes, that's me.
Ah.
Yo! A lot of people don't know,
They
but
self-selected you.
Yeah, they did. A lot of people don't know, but Elizabeth and I live just a few hours away from each other, so.
It was exaggerated by Kirk. 6
well,
hours?
he was poking fun at me because it took me a little longer to get here because I had to stop to pee.
You didn't get showered by him earlier as I tried to teach him how to phonate through a straw and water.
Wish I did.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
It was impressive. I haven't seen that in the entirety of my career.
Well, you have now.
Of just utter chaos.
You have now. Okay, so you want to learn the first step towards like what a lot of people will refer to as a high false chord scream?
Yep. Oh gosh, let's try.
Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to get really relaxed, and you all in chat, this is a vocal exercise and something you can do that's very safe to do on your own. It's super easy. I wouldn't ask you all to follow along with something that had a significant risk of injuring you. So what you're going to do is you're going to imagine, well, you said you have kids as well, right?
I do.
Okay, so kids, what do they always do when they drink water? They go... all the time. Go ahead and try that for me.
Especially when they're drinking that soda you don't want them to.
Yeah. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to, again, let our jaw relax. And we're going to try to make this sound almost as if we are saying the actual phoneme of ah.
Okay.
Ah, but just air, right? So, yeah, nice, very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this sound, and we are going to, at a very low volume, you want to do all your preliminary stuff at low volume because we don't want a ton of pressure building up behind the vocal folds or anything like that. You're going to very quietly do this as a cough, right? So you're going to go...
Try again. That's challenging to coordinate those two things.
So here's what we do. Here's what we do. Let's find a place where it is natural.
Okay.
Like, let's say maybe you're irritated with somebody, you ask them to take out the trash and they didn't. That's never been me. My wife has never been frustrated with me ever. She's at home probably. Maybe she's
frustrated.
Maybe my wife is tuning in and she's like,
you get to play. And,
yeah. So you're going to do this noise just as naturally as you can. You're just going to, that.
That is different.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. Now again, remember, because you're brand new to harsh vocals, we are going to try to change it as much as we can with the vowel,
Okay.
and less with the actual muscles internally, right?
Okay.
So we're going to take this. So,
More? What?
no, you're good. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your finger and I want you to touch your septum right here. Now, when you do this, I need your bottom lip to go past your center knuckle.
I can't get it there. I can feel the difference too. If I go back to my closer.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
let's
Stuck.
Let's try to trick your brain.
Okay.
Let's try to trick your brain. So what we're going to do is we're going to just treat this like talking, right? We're just going to treat this like talking. We're going to say mot, mat, and we're just going to think about saying it. So first thing I want you to do, and this is just so you can make sure your mouth is opening up enough. That's the whole reason we're doing this, because a lot of people, they don't as much as they need to. So we're going to say mot, mat, and try to feel natural with it.
Mot, mat, mot, mat.
Now give it a little bit of twang. Maybe you're in New York, you're going to buy some of that gabagool, you're going to buy some mot and some mat.
Mot, mat.
No, that was good twang. It sounded like good twang anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, do it again.
Mot, mat.
Yeah, I like that. All right, there. So now let's do just air. Mot, mat, mot, mat, mot, mat, mot, mat. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's exactly what we need. Now we're gonna go mot. Do you hear? So there are two separate sounds we could have. We could have and we go. That sound is coming from a little bit of extra activation behind here. You want to think about this as a higher sound.
Ooh, that is hard for me to get to.
Yeah. Oh.
Nope.
Can you be successful?
Oh, I thought no.
might
I
be
was,
able
looking for, I was looking for my wife.
This
but
is hard.
It's difficult. She's feeding
This
herself and finally
is
drinking some water.
hard. Yes.
you need more alcohol.
Oh no. No.
You said
I
it
am
wasn't strong
already
enough.
disconnected. I had never said that.
You did.
When?
You said Kirk was making cocktails and they were a little bit light. Maybe he could.
Are these noises you have in your head? I know
Yes.
sometimes I can help you with these
If
things.
ever you get
already
a-
had one brain surgery. Do you need more? Okay.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure
it-
something out here.
If ever you hang out with Kirk,
Someone.
you'll know that one
like
of his
deep
passions
throat
is feeding you both
This is
delicious drinks and delicious food.
This is true.
This is true. Yeah, you're good.
They're
You're good. I checked.
No, I know. I'm watching too. So for 100,000 live stream, I don't know if you saw this, but 100,000 live stream wore a kilt. I wore the kilt for every single live stream, and we got plastered. I did French 75s. We got plastered.
I need
And
your
we're like
job.
3 months. See, we're 3 hours into live stream. And Sandra says, "So, what's under the kilt?" And so I let her know. Thankfully, my back was to the camera, so she got
Oh.
Wait, Travis, are you still in chat? Is her husband still in chat? I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, I just ruined that.
Did you just end a marriage? Oh no.
Whoops. What were you guys doing again? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so high false chord. So
Okay, I'm having trouble finding high, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
I'll just disclose. So I have lesions on my vocal folds, vocal polyps, that add that weight we were talking about earlier. And one of the things I'm finding is it's heavy. I'm being pulled down, and so finding high is like difficult. I'm having a disconnect, pulling out, but creating a distortion.
Sure.
So as I'm doing all the other things, it's when I'm trying to keep that placement higher that I'm struggling.
So this is where our expertise can combine.
Yes.
Because that gives me a question for you. So this sound that I'm doing, and I guess we'll know for sure when I'm scoped in the future, but this sound of it feels vocal cord free for me. So the way that I feel it happening is I'm here, and then I just pulse a little bit of air, and I let the air ruffle the loose tissues on their own.
Sure.
So are you able to?
Yeah, so I can really, as those vocal folds are just open, air is coming through. We've got to have a little bracing if we're going to get a perception of like a closure, right? So there's got to be some closure of vocal fold without vibration is what I think you're describing.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, right.
So I think what's happening is because I'm heavier here and I'm closed, getting things past, in order to do that, I have to move my vocal folds is what it feels like to me.
I see. Yeah.
So I can do your...
Well, that sounded good.
But then it feels breathy to me. So I have to... Actually, what I feel like I'm doing is opening my vocal cords that you're describing and not closing them.
So that's one thing that's very important to understand about like these fundamental false chord sounds, which is that they are inherently breathy. Like if I was to hold like the fundamental sound, as long as I'm capable, just the fundamental sound, gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
And it's gone. So I would say don't worry too much about holding on to you. Let the air down.
I think I have to let go of what I've known about voicing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let the air.
Okay.
Like when I did that, I ran out of air.
Ooh.
Can you give an vowel? Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta think breathy and airy.
Yeah, you have to think breathy and airy.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not really. I mean, we're not voicing the way that we know voicing.
Yes.
Right. And I always.
That's why we're here.
I always draw the IPA symbol when I do that in the air. Yeah.
I've learned I have to throw away everything that I know in order to do this research. Okay. Let's go.
If you take that, this is the last step. If you take that. And what I want you to do is, again, don't think about making vocal sounds.
Okay.
I want you to think about like.
You're gonna be decapitated.
What? Yes.
Hi, Andy. Love to see Andy. Okay.
Is that for the husband?
Oh, no, that's just for our friends.
Oh! I thought we were like, fixing our marriage there for a second. All right, last step. Let's go.
I almost got my head cut off by Kirk.
You did.
So
not the sword.
Last thing you're gonna do, again, referencing toddlers, is that when my son tries something new, he doesn't like it, he will often make this face. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna say. It's as if I'm saying nyam 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 nyam, and I'm gonna actually use my tongue to mentally pull my voice forward. Nyam 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 nyam.
Oh, it's coming out.
Nyam 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 nyam. And I take this.
I still want to come down. Oof. This is hard.
This would be
hard.
If you were a student of mine, this is something that we would work on for
I would
a
have
while.
to sit in a mirror. We would be here forever.
We would take a full 50 minutes and probably more. But that's the challenge. That's the challenge.
I'll come back.
So now it's your turn. Also, I think I saw a rogue.
Everyone else is like, it's this easy, Amanda. Just do this.
Everyone's thinking. It's hard for a lot of people. It's hard for a lot of people.
Okay.
Also, I gotta say, I think I saw a rogue Gianluca in the chat. A friend of mine out in Germany. So what's up? Okay, so now
guys,
that was my challenge, and you can work on that. You can wear that. See, I always do the facial. So I'm ready for a challenge.
Yours? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually have the audience do this as well.
Yes, please do.
So we have something called the maximum phonation time. The maximum amount of time you're able to hold out a sound. It's been kind of correlated to like your lung volume, how much lung volume you have, how much air you can hold in yourself.
Sure.
And so we can gauge that by asking you to just hold out a sound, any sound, I don't care what it is, and we're gonna time you.
Okay.
Okay? So you're gonna have to like set yourself up
Yeah.
for this. And maybe this is not, right? Because a lot of what you're showing are shorter durations, quicker changes. You're kind of like the sprint athletes is kind of what I'm seeing. Like less than like the endurance athlete who, like the opera singer who holds up these beautiful belting
Long
notes.
legato,
Yes, okay.
yeah.
All right. So your challenge is how long can you hold out your favorite vowel or sound? I'm going to time you.
Clean or harsh?
We're going to do both.
Oh, we're going to do both! Woo!
And we're getting more amazing. I feel uncomfortable with that Elizabeth here and Kirk that know how to navigate all of this.
As somebody who is on camera
No,
for a living as well,
Yes.
you're doing great. She's doing. Everybody in the
Stressful.
chat, tell Dr. Amanda Stark
Yeah,
that she is doing phenomenal. She's doing super well.
My dad talks on a radio show every day for 3 hours, and I have asked my entire life, how do you do that?
You get used to it.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm getting my first. So here, maximum phonation time. Okay, this is gonna be.
Okay.
Here's the thing I'm gonna challenge you with. Is
Oh.
You can't sing it.
Ah, crap!
Yes.
Ah, crap!
Okay? So you have to do this at your speaking pitch first. You're gonna pull me. You
Yeah.
have to do what I do.
You knew what I was gonna
I
do.
knew. I
was
knew
gonna
exactly how you were
I
gonna
was gonna
cheat it.
cheat.
You were gonna cheat.
I was gonna cheat because I was gonna sing the note. Okay.
All right. So everyone else, comfortable pitch, comfortable loudness. This cannot be sung. Choose a vowel. Timer for yourself. Okay.
Okay.
When you're ready, I will start. I'm gonna
All
give you 3 to 6 tries.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Cool. And just start whenever?
Yeah. Whenever.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna start when you start.
Okay.
I've got a timer here.
Okay, cool. Here we go. So
What happened?
that was so what I'm used to doing when I want longevity is I am used to placing my voice.
The time for comparison. Who beat him?
30. Now I was squeezing out every last drop I did, but it was difficult because I'm used to, if I want longevity in my singing voice, I'm used to placing it in a certain way so I can hold the note for longer.
Sure.
And you said not to do that. So what I did was I thought, and this is something I do sometimes with students and with myself, I think about like, if somebody was to say like, hey Mark, did you get those reports? And I'd be like, yeah, I did. So I was just like, okay, that's more like talking. And so I would say that while I did reach almost 31 seconds, around 21 is when my body was like, what are you doing? Stop. You know?
And you can hear it, right?
Yeah, you can hear that.
Your body's like, okay, I'm gonna have to now use these abdominal muscles, and this is gonna take me more energy. I'm not gonna be able to kind of hold this out. But
Welcome back.
yes, welcome back.
I'm gonna interrupt here. I'm gonna interrupt. Y'all, we are so close to 50% funded.
No way.
So close. Like a couple thousand short. I was just looking back at the numbers here. So close to 50% funded. And I want you to know, I've been hoping we would get here. I was like hoping it's all hopes. I was like, there's no way we're gonna reach 50%. And Kirk said, you can do it. It'll happen. I believe it's gonna happen. I was like, so I've been saving a particular reward for this moment. If we hit 50,000, which I think we can do, guys. I think we can do it by the end of this. And I also think that we can get to 1,500 backers and get that lesson with Mark. My reward that I'm going to offer here is separate from the album reward, which you'll see in the social goals. This reward is if we get to 50% funded in this live chat, in this live stream party, I will do a full album analysis. I'm going to give you 2 albums I've been considering for this, and I want you in chat to help me come up with the other 2. You're going to toss some ideas out at me. Sandra's going to put up a poll, and the people in chat will help determine this album now. That actually means that if we hit the social goal later, you're going to get 2 full albums. People have been begging for this for a long time. That is so long. You know how long it takes me to get through one song. There's no way they're laughing because they're like, how how many bio breaks is Elizabeth gonna need for this? Yes. In order to get to this, 50% fun is what we're aiming for to get to this goal. The two albums I've been considering are a System of a Down album. I think there was one main. I'm forgetting the actual name of it.
I'm like, which I love. System of a Down is one of my favorite bands, so I'm like, which one?
But specific. What's the one that had like BYOB on it? It had.
Steal This Album was BYOB, I think.
Was the one?
So I'm pretty sure that BYOB was on Steal This Album. If you're thinking about oh my goodness, I said they're one of my favorite bands and I can't remember the song. Toxicity was one of their most famous albums.
I think it's Toxicity.
Toxicity.
I think it's Toxicity.
Toxicity would be the album to do. Although all their albums.
Because I have not listened to a full album of System of a Down. I really want to.
What?
I know, because I saved them all for first time reactions. I would love to experience the whole album. I really would love that.
I did get to sit in the car with you. You're like, I can't listen. My brain's tuning out.
Yeah, this is true. This happened.
She did. I experienced.
Just so y'all know, I'm going to give you a second one that is an album. I would really like to go through a full Pink Floyd album. I think that would be amazing. So many of y'all have been recommending that. So there you go. Toxicity, System of a Down, Pink Floyd. I think is it The Wall? Or The Wall is a documentary, right? Is
not
it also the album?
Not a big Pink Floyd guy, so I'm not going to pretend I am. I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, I think it.
I'm pretty sure that it's also an album. I think it's also a documentary. So thank you. Yes. So okay, I'm gonna be watching chat. Yes, The Wall is the one I was thinking of. So Pink Floyd, The Wall is an option. Sode, Toxicity is another option. I'm looking in chat for two more options that I want to toss up here.
Oh my.
Right? I know you guys are gonna be really excited about these. Oh, you know what?
Oh, Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon is the
Yes.
other album that people have been really recommending
Yes.
to me. So maybe we should actually put two Pink Floyds on there. I bet it might split the vote here. Okay, here's the deal. In the first poll we'll run, we'll have Sode, Toxicity. We're going to put Pink Floyd, and it might be one of these. If Pink Floyd actually wins this poll, then we'll do a split between Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall.
That's a good idea.
So that way I don't want people to split for an artist. I see The Warning Era. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, man. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, so
I have
good.
really wanted to do a full one there as well.
Good.
Oh man.
And I'm really liking the idea of doing a group that I have done more analysis of, so that it's not really ruining any songs that I would want to put singles up of the channel. Mm-hmm. Okay. What?
How about the fourth album,
Okay.
The Warning Error?
I wish we
Well,
had
I
cameras
was saying
just
that.
on you.
Go
as
up
you
there,
enter
The Warning
room.
Era.
We had a Kurt camera.
It's saying that.
camera.
Okay.
Next
You guys
time.
should see Kurt. Okay. I think we're gonna go with this. I've been really wanting to listen to a lot more of The Warning. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's our 4 albums. And really Pink Floyd is combining 2 in 1 in case it wins, then we'll figure out which Pink Floyd album. We're gonna do Sode, Toxicity. We're gonna go with Pink Floyd. We're gonna go with The Warning.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But you don't scream. You should see me as I'm like trying to avoid the scorpions. I'm like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go with The Warning. Error. I can't do this. And then the last one I want to be Fleetwood Mac. And
Nobody
specifically Rumors.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
heard so much about that album. The chicken is so incredible. All right, those are our 4. Sandra, can we get those 4 up? System of a Down, Toxicity,
Look at this
Pink
dude.
Floyd. And there'll be a tie split, a tiebreaker if it's Pink Floyd. Then we have Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, and The Warning, Errors. Oh, Rumors and Errors. Toxicity,
Whoa.
Rumors, Errors, Toxicity.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, by the way, 111,000
Wow.
with 1,470 backers. Get ready to teach.
Yo, I'm ready. That's what I do.
All right, Sandra is tossing up, I think, that poll. I think there might have been another poll that is going to have me put jalapenos in a drink, which is hilarious because I don't like jalapenos. So it's going to be the most
Why?
terrible drink.
Jalapenos are delish.
What? Yes.
I like
might have
them
a
in lots
little-
of other things, but not in drinks.
Oh, fair. I like one drink with a jalapeno. That's the limit.
Oh, no S in error. Thank you. Thank you.
Ah.
Oh, shoot. Operation Mindcrime would have made a really, really good one to there, y'all. I've been wanting to listen to that full album, too. Maybe that'll be the one that gets voted up if we get to the social goal of it. Just keep in mind there is another album reaction that's possible later. But I want you guys to vote on this because I think we're going to hit 50% soon. But you don't get this, by the way. What time is it? We have 40 minutes to reach 50%.
40 minutes?
Where are social goals?
I know.
Give me an update.
I'm gonna. Oh, hey, Don. It's nice to see you in here. I really appreciate Don. He's done a lot of help, including helped build the Ursula set. If you guys remember, Pregnant Ursula. That was
very cool.
That was so cool, and the stalagmite building was so intricate. It was almost hilarious to watch Kirk and Don building. Anyway, thoughts. Okay. Man, there are so many great recommendations. I love the Boston recommendations. Of course, Iron Maiden, ABBA. I have not done any ABBA on the channel, and I would like to soon. Wow. Right. Arion Live.
That would be wild. Ooh. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
That would be a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Jeez, there are some really good recommendations.
Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers.
Wu-Tang.
Here you go.
You guys know why that's funny, and I don't. Just so you know, I don't get that reference whatsoever.
I just think it would be awesome seeing you analyze a Wu-Tang album. Yeah, like a Wu-Tang Clan album. That's all.
I don't know Wu-Tang.
Well, you don't know Wu-Tang Clan?
No, I don't think.
I will educate you. Grasshopper.
I think I'd rather be educated on a channel though with a camera. Let's
do it.
Amanda gets special recommendation privileges.
I'll dedicate a video.
I'll dedicate a video to Amanda. There we go. That's hilarious.
Oh.
People are excited here. Ooh, Fabio, just let you know, I have listened to much more Opeth than I have on the channel. When we talk about a band where we've really gone down a rabbit hole on, this is partly because Mycroft really likes Opeth. So I'm impressed by my kid for that one. I've listened to a lot of Opeth, and I think Michael Ackerfeld has incredible harshes and cleans. It's just such a beautiful combination. Mm-hmm. And we actually have been in talks with him about possibly doing some research at some point. So not in this first round, but I don't think that is out of reach for the future if he wants to do it.
That'd be awesome.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
I think it'd be super awesome, too. Really cool. Oh, my gosh. Guys. Wow. Upcoming
Blind Guardian. Album. Blind Guardian would be a fun pick.
Oh, that would be fun. Blind Guardian would be super fun. Oh, I like great taste in music. Sarah McLachlan is. I've actually had a couple Sarah McLachlan albums when I was in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We all saw this advertisement on TV.
Oh.
Maybe we did.
I think I did with the puppies.
With the puppies?
And you cried because you were like, I have to give them all of my money.
Yeah.
Oh!
So here's the folks. Here's the deal, folks.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is usually good when he comes in
here.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
Elizabeth, when I found her, she was crawling out from under a rock. And
it was a nice rock.
It was a nice rock. I mean,
it was in LA.
It was an LA
had some
rock.
Smog on it.
Had a bullet hole.
It was polished.
So, yeah. But it had some problems. That rock did, lumpy floors, things like that. So,
not on the surface.
With the next phase of life and our son, we're starting early. His very first song out of the hospital, when we put him in the car seat to drive home from the hospital, was "Tempest" by Tool.
Of course, right?
Somehow I let
makes
Kirk
sense.
pick Mycroft's first song.
Who's driving? Yep. The person driving picks the music.
Picks the music. That's a rule. That's a rule. Yeah.
That is a good rule. She had just gotten out of and having given birth to a child.
Yeah.
She maybe wasn't at her most energetic state to have said
more reason for me to put something on that she can't change.
It's a good pick. Right? Yeah.
I think it's a pretty solid pick, honestly.
Solid pick.
So now our son will forever love progressive.
He's totally a prog. And let me tell you, Foo Fighters, he's like Foo Fighters all the time. He loves the Talking Heads.
Oh,
yeah.
great
Right?
band.
Yes.
Great band.
Talking
Yes.
Heads,
He
yeah.
also
band.
loves voice play. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, let's
he
forget about that for a
loves
second,
voice
yeah.
play. He's really into acapella music.
And I'm getting him into Black Dog from Led Zeppelin. So he's starting to get into a Led Zeppelin train.
Okay.
And after
these are the
bath
gateways.
time, when we're changing him, and Black Dog, you got the vocals come in, and then the music comes in, the vocals come in, and so you do the whole little the thing with his legs that, and he gets so excited, and you pause, and you look at him funny. And he waits, and he's listening to the Robert Plant's vocals, and the music comes back in, and you're just like, yep, nope. So that's how I get him excited about music, and now he's just like, Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin.
That's
Talking
awesome.
Heads, Talking Heads.
Yeah, but the one he says the most at this moment is Foo Fighters, which was
it's true.
an album I was gonna suggest. If I was gonna, I wanted to let y'all pick two. I picked two, but Foo Fighters, I really have to listen to a full album soon. I've been trying to get through more because Mycroft loves Foo Fighters. He listens to Foo Fighters a lot. He requests it a lot. I've got like
Interesting.
5 songs from Foo Fighters I can listen to right now. I know those 5 songs really well.
Dave, I know you're not in here, but you're more than welcome to swing by and
don't
play
even know.
acoustically for Mycroft. He would appreciate that.
Also, I think that a Led Zeppelin album would have Led Zeppelin would have
I
also
told
been
her
a
she's
great
only had 2
choice.
drinks.
There were mocktails.
She's keeping it together.
I am keeping it together. Hey, this is just going on. Temple of the Dog.
Yeah, well,
right.
no, we do
Super
have.
Trip, even a whole album. Oh my gosh, I have so
yeah.
many albums I want to
We have
analyze now.
Temple of the Dog. We gotta do another Temple of the Dog soon.
You got a lot to pick from.
I
And,
know.
I hope someone is organizing this for you.
So Sandra's put up a poll. I'm guessing.
oh, good.
Is that poll up? I don't know.
yeah, the poll is up.
White Snake. Yes. So my kids are very much into the
No.
explicit
You gotta do the rest
content.
of the stream on Helium.
No.
Oh, okay.
You take away my bouncy.
When is the appropriate age to incorporate explicit music in? So Hudson's favorite music right now incorporates anything that has foul language is now the new favorite song because he gets to swear. I told him. I said, when it's a song and you're just overcome with that emotion, we're in the car, you can do it. And he respects it. He doesn't go to school. He's been great about it.
Wow.
But then I listen to that song on repeat just so he can hear.
I say at this point,
What
2
age?
years and 4 months.
Okay, good.
We got a few weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
We waited till 5. Just saying.
I want to know. I have a task. I want to know how those social goals are coming. How many do we have shares on Instagram?
We need more shares on Instagram.
We need more
Check it
shares on
out.
Instagram.
I think we haven't talked about it enough. We need more shares on Instagram.
Okay,
People
I'm gonna
with
review
blue
this, you
hair
guys.
Or horns.
Okay.
Start posting.
We need this
I haven't even
because
gotten
this
to
is the
see
way
any.
you get to another album. Okay?
This is true.
We have one album if we hit 50% funding in this live stream. If you want another album, I want another album. So if you want another album, it's through the social goals. So that, remember, it doesn't matter what tier you've subbed at in Kickstarter. You can help us get the word out and get these benefits just because you've backed it, right? So these benefits.
Talk
Get my
about the
list
social
here.
goals first.
The social goals. Okay. There's the fun ones that we talked about that are kind of like silly, where you have one of them is 25 selfies with blue hair. This is so easy. Just go grab a picture you already have of yourself and Photoshop blue hair.
There are apps that can do it.
Yeah. And then hashtag TCV science. We only need 25 of those to get a star.
Did you clear your
Next
throat?
one, 50 screams on Instagram Reels with the hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar. You should know how to scream now. I don't care if you're a pro screamer. Like, we have done this live stream. Just go. And you know what? If you scream and you're not using those screams, I think we have an announcement, y'all. I think we have an announcement.
What happened? What? Oh, sorry.
I love the like receding chicken of like at the end.
Mark,
Yes.
you got to do a voice.
Yo! What's up?
Yeah, okay, well somebody's gonna have to get their name drawn. Voice lesson.
Hans, I'm wearing this for you. You're probably not in chat right now, Hans Platz, but I'm wearing this for you. Andy, I know you're going to probably screenshot this and
I
send this to him.
screenshot it, Andy, now.
There you go.
And that means that we reached 1,500 backers.
Amazing.
You guys did a good job signing up your dog. Like that was
Your dog walker too.
Dog walker.
dog
That's right.
walker?
Dog
Barista.
barista. Yeah.
Could you give harsh vocal lessons to a dog if a dog were to win?
I mean, I would certainly try my best.
I have seen dogs that can sing rather spectacularly, and they already have a propensity for incredible sounds. So, but I do hope this goes to a human who's very excited about this. So, 1,500 backers. We've reached that. Congratulations, everybody. Whatever you have to drink. Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
I am
Cheers
not
to y'all.
filling. I am not filling things properly. Mark, what am I getting you?
I think champagne.
Sure. I don't know if
I was
it's
gonna say,
open. I don't know.
We've got
It's open.
I trust you, Kirk.
we got 30 minutes.
Never trust him
I
fully.
think champagne to wrap it up.
Oh, sure. Which, in regards to the vocal lesson, if you have no interest in harsh vocal lessons, I'm assuming they could gift that one as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're like, hey, this is cool, I don't care about going, then you can give it to a friend. And it's fine. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's super sweet. It's somebody's won this, and I think it's super awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah. Also, Mark is just a really great teacher, so that's really, really, really exciting.
I like doing it. It's a lot of fun.
It is fun. I really like teaching too. It's fun. Yay! Kirk walked in and said no.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but no. That is incredible. That 1,500, right? 1,500.
1,500 backers.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild. I love it. 1,500 backers already in just our first, not even 6 hours yet. It's about 5 hours right now. 1,500 backers. That's amazing. All right. Sandra is working hard on that poll as well because I have a feeling that these things are about to coincide. I think we're going to get to 50% backed and within just a little bit of our 1,500 backers.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
definitely.
1,513. We're currently at 48%.
48%.
Just so you know, as the funding goal, it is currently at 48%. Oh, look at that. Oh, I know what you did to that. And that's awesome.
I'm excited now.
Hey, Mark,
Yes,
There's a whole. Okay, here.
cheers to your
Cheers.
amazing
Oh.
voice lesson.
Thank you.
You're about to teach. Cheers to whoever wins it.
It smells good. Okay, let's see.
Kirk is here to check this out. I know what he
good.
did.
It's delicious. It's kind of like sweet and tangy.
I haven't even tapped into the yuzu yet.
I know.
I got yuzu that's in the fridge that I'm
Oh,
going
that
to
would be
do
fun.
something with. Maybe as a
Do you want to
sign-off.
use?
This is not the place for that.
That's a kilt joke. Sorry.
That was great. Okay.
Did I get a lemonade?
Thank you, Kirk. No, this is really good.
Right. Did you
This
put the
is-
passion fruit syrup in it?
No, I did not.
Oh, what did you do?
That's mikan.
Oh,
Mikan.
that's the
Japanese
Japanese
orange.
orange one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very orangey, very sparkly, very delicious.
There is
It's very
this
nice.
incredible
It's very
passion
summery.
fruit syrup that I love in champagne. That's
Give me your cup of cheese.
delicious. Ooh, that would be really nice. I love that idea. Okay. What would you like as a
Feeling
drink?
left out.
Oh no.
I was like, okay, yeah, I'll have another drink. Oh my gosh. I'm really hoping that poll is going well. We're so close to getting to 50%. Let's make it happen. And side note, remember, you can always do a little add-on of drinks if you're like, can we get that over the top? You can help by adding on the drinks package so that you can drink whatever I'm drinking, get some of these fun recipes from Kirk. They're really fun. If you guys saw the video this morning, Kirk concocted a brilliant cocktail for that video. It was baller. I think that's probably my favorite cocktail that he's ever made for me.
Whoa.
Like that's his own creation. He's made other ones that I really enjoy. There's a campfire that I really enjoy that has nutmeg in it. I love
that
nutmeg.
sounds
right?
delicious, toasty, good.
Yeah, but having that one this morning, which I believe the recipe is actually in the video as well. So if you're like, I'm not sure about these recipes, go try that one out and then thank me. later. And thank Kirk most of all. Thank Kirk. I do like Diablo 4. I think it's missing something, but I don't know what. It could be my childhood, but I don't know what. Akin Fifth, I play Diablo 4. We actually streamed with Rax, Ryan, some people call him, that know him in real life. We streamed with him on Saturday. It was fun. We were playing. So yes, Rax is
Is Rax
fun.
here?
No, someone was asking if we play Diablo 4. I was like, yeah, we do.
He shared the link to his that
nice.
he's currently blasting. So
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So I enjoy Diablo 4 a lot.
Got the
Kirk does
nod
as well.
approval.
Kirk actually plays a lot more than I do right
Do
now.
we get to poll for you
Can we?
our favorite drink from today?
I haven't made the favorite drink yet. The day is still young.
The day is
The
still
day
young.
is-
It's
the
true.
day is still young.
You know, I feel like it's so late in the day, but it's only like what?
I know, it's not even 4
It's
o'clock
not even.
yet.
Yeah, it's not even 4 o'clock. Amazing.
Okay, Inga's D4 was missing in Endgame. There have been a lot of adjustments. When I first played it and I got to Endgame, I was not loving Diablo 4 as much. Recently, I went back into Endgame and I actually really enjoy it now. It's you guys don't know it, but the camera I'm supposed to look
need
at
a
when I'm
Kirk
looking at you. Oh my gosh.
We need a Kirk cam.
What is this? I am taking a picture. You guys.
That's
I'm
good
taking a
Instagram
picture.
content. That's good
This
Instagram
is behind
content.
the scenes.
Hey, wish we could share.
You need to smile more.
I need to smile. Kirk was behind the camera with the chicken.
With the chick, of course.
It's very hard to
We
take
only
anything
need
seriously.
3,000 more.
Only
for
need
50%.
3,000 more to 50%. 20 minutes to 1 a.m. here. Horacle, thank you for staying with us this long. I just want to say, there's a ton of you in Europe who've been with us the entire day. Wow. But side note, we still need a drawing. So
Oh yeah, that's
we
true.
actually we did a drawing for voice lesson with Mark.
Right.
And I believe
I
that
know.
there is an outstanding
Did you get
one
it in
as
person?
well.
Haven't pulled it for you yet.
We haven't pulled the
You
drawing
don't
yet.
know who your victim.
So we're gonna get that.
No, I don't.
Are they victims?
They are victims. They're
Yes.
totally victims.
Oh,
This should be good.
I think so.
Let me go back through those social goals. So you guys remember the social goals? We kind of started on that and got sidetracked here. That is not the document I'm looking for. All right, social goals. So remember, these are things that you can do no matter what tier you have pledged at on Kickstarter. Help us get the word out. And you can do all of them. You can help us get towards all of them, which is awesome. So 25 selfies with blue hair, we talked about that. 50 screams on IG Reels with hashtag TCV Hear Me Roar. I love this one. 300 videos of your weirdest noises. Keep in mind that your face doesn't have to be in this, right? It could be just like a screen that says, guess what made this noise? And that is supposed to be tagged with hashtag TCV Make Weird Noises.
I have a drawing winner.
Oh,
Drawing winner.
okay. All right.
Thad Zabo.
Ooh.
Thad Zabo.
Thad?
Thad Zabo. We're gonna
Thad.
be getting to Thad here. Just so you know, Thad, we're gonna actually have your name written out in just a moment. But Thad, be prepared. Be prepared to claim this. More social goals. 50 videos singing through straws. You know how to do that. Amanda has taught you. And hashtag TCV Vocal Research goes with that. These are all findable in the Kickstarter page too, by the way, if you scroll down to the bottom. You also have 250 selfies, quote, using your tongue. With hashtag TCV Support Vocal Research.
Yeah.
And then we have 50 selfies wearing your horns. You can just
Yeah, you could just do that. I think.
Right?
I think that'd be appropriate, right?
hashtag TCV wear your horns. Okay, put those are all for Instagram. Oh.
There.
Thad, congratulations.
Let's see it.
Harsh vocal lessons. Where are you, Thad?
No.
Yay!
Thad,
That's awesome.
Thad, if you're here, I'm excited to teach you how to go.
But you gotta do it
I have so much more of my sound to explore.
So much.
right? So much more. I love that that's a sound you actually use.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. You
It's
can
so
totally
insane.
use it.
Thad, Make sure you say hi in chat. You have to be here to claim your reward. So
Yes.
be here. Be here. Thad, say hi. Okay, more of these. We're getting so close to wrapping this up. We've got, okay. These are social goals that are not the Instagram hashtag goals. Shares on Facebook launch video for science. So our launch video, share it on Facebook. Facebook actually has a really good conversion rate, and it's easier for us to be able to track the shares there, which is why we've chosen this. Share the Facebook launch video for science. We have number of backers, which we've already actually got 1 star on this. We have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. I have to tell you, the ends of these goals are like crazy, but that's why we actually have more available so you can get to the stars here. Funded goal percentage is one of them. Comments on Kickstarter page. So hey, this is so easy to do. This is one of the easiest, like when you talk about low-hanging fruit of how do I get more rewards, I've subbed at $2. But I still want all these extra benefits for just being in at $2 for science. You can just go comment on the Kickstarter page, write a note, and you'll be getting us towards one of these social goals. And we also have views on YouTube launch video. If you view the video on the Kickstarter, that does not count for a YouTube launch video view. So that YouTube launch video that we released today at 8:30, view that. View it again. Ask your mom to watch it. Ask your dog to watch it. Ask your dog walker to watch it.
Ask your barista to watch it.
Ask your barista to watch it. Those views count. They count. So, views on launch video. Ooh. And I'm going to hop over to this page because it's cut off on that one. So, if we get stars, so each one of these goals that we hit, there's different amounts for some of them. And again, that's all in the social goals on the Kickstarter page. If we get 5 stars, which I'm guessing we've already hit, Kirk does Elizabeth's makeup and nails on Livestream. Y'all get to pick my nail and eyeshadow color. So extra bonus Livestream. It's going to be a little bit ridiculous. We can talk about things. We can listen to music. We'll see what we want to do.
Neon green. That's my vote. Hilarious.
Yes.
You can pick one nail,
Glitter
one color
or no
for
glitter?
every. I actually really like
Glitter.
I'm into the glitter. The glitter actually stays on the nails longer.
See? Yes.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Of course.
But y'all get to pick my nail, and it doesn't have to be the same. It can be one on each nail.
Oh, wow. Generous.
We'll see how well Kirk does with that. He's going to be the one doing it, so crazy. At 10 stars, I try to invent a cocktail or mocktail on video. We're gonna film it, and then we will give you the bad drink recipe. Also, you guys already voted on an ingredient. I think I have to put jalapenos. That's gonna be a real bad mocktail. Well, for me. Somebody else might love it. You get to taste how bad I will try to make it good. Like,
Yes.
but
You might find something new you
Because what
love.
happens if you create something brilliant?
I know it's possible.
It is possible.
I have a feeling it's
You'll be awake thinking of these mocktail cocktails.
yeah, I will. It's a slightly terrifying prospect. 15 stars. This one is so cool. Melissa Bonney, who's one of the featured artists, right, from Ad Infinitum. Check out Outer Space if you haven't heard it yet. I'll be releasing an analysis on that pretty soon. Melissa Bonney is going to live stream. I just had a problem seeing.
I've never felt old until I saw how small this font was.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
Melissa is going to live stream creating a drawing. She does lots of awesome drawings. She did this in her Patreon, especially during COVID. That
awesome.
drawing is for science themed. And all backers will receive a PDF of the drawing. And then there will be a raffle. One lucky person will get this drawing after it's been signed by every artist.
Whoa.
We will send it to you. What?
Thad's not here.
Oh, Thad.
So I
Thad.
got named,
Okay.
Dad.
and that person is in chat. We double checked before we came in here.
Thad!
Okay.
We're
Sorry, Thad.
heartbroken!
Sorry, Thad.
We're heartbroken!
Hey, snooze.
I'll miss you.
Snooze
Thad.
and booze.
Kirk did say comment on Kickstarter, and who knows what will come.
All right, Melissa Bonney, right, drawing signed by all artists going to one person. By the way, this is the person who's going to win Harsh Vocal Lesson with Mark.
With me.
Gary Coates, we've
Yo.
seen you. You're really active today. Thank you for being so supportive today, too. I've seen you a lot.
Gary!
So, I hope that you decide you want to do this because I think it's super fun.
Gary! Sorry,
But
Is that Bueller?
If-
Bueller?
no, America, Team America World Police.
Oh.
Never saw it.
Gary.
Gary, if you don't want this, you can gift it. If you're just like not into harsh vocals, you
This is
can
how I
gift
feel
it.
with the like speech therapy thing.
Right? Like,
You know?
that's totally fine.
Exchange.
But that is super valuable. Congratulations, Gary. Ooh, can I actually toss
He'll
this
be back
that
whether
side?
we like it
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah. All right.
Gary, if you do want to claim the lesson, I'm very excited because I love my job. So it's going to be a good time.
It's so fun.
We're gonna put you in contact with Mark. It's coming. Yay! Congratulations, Gary.
Woo!
All right. After the 15 stars with the Melissa Bonnie drawing, if we get to 20 stars, which is really very doable, I gotta
Yes.
say, 20 stars, that's when you get the additional album analysis. And it's actually that album analysis is a 3-hour live stream with me listening to and analyzing the album. So we'll actually do it live together so we can have lots of interactions on that album. And the album will be chosen by Kickstarter backers. So
And was that a poll that was running, or is that?
that's different. So the one, I brought in an additional one because I know there's so many albums that people want.
You're so generous.
So if we get to 50% funding within the next 15 minutes,
We can
I
do
know
it.
we're really close.
We can
we're
do it.
really close. We can do it. If we get to 50% funding, that's the full album.
Okay.
I'll do a recorded analysis for that one. And it's going to be a really long video. I don't think it's going to be on YouTube because the copyright would be insane. This would
Be a
be
mess.
just for Kickstarter backers, okay?
That is
It's a lot.
actually.
That would be a
Really
mess.
long.
It would be a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Full album reaction and analysis. I think that there are 4 albums that are up right now being voted on by y'all. So let's get to 50% and then let's make that album happen. But additional album with a 3-hour live stream where we're listening to it together. We think we can do it on Twitch, which is why I don't do too much on Twitch, but I am there some. So we would do the live stream of it on Twitch together, and you'd be able to go back and watch it on Twitch later.
Very cool.
If we get to 25 stars, TCV will create an additional video based on the research gathered, diving into the differences between male and female vocal distortion. That would be another science video.
That's a very important video. So let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be a very important video.
And so many of these social goals, like I said, low-hanging fruit, like just take a picture of yourself and then make yourself have blue hair and post it and tag it. Hashtag TCV
I mean,
science.
something went around TikTok about how we have not studied women enough. We have no understanding. So just selfishly, as you have, I would like to say we're pretty cool people doing this work. Let's get it. Let's do
make
it.
it happen.
Let's make it
For
happen.
the blue hair, could somebody, if they don't have Photoshop or if they don't have that ability, could they like get a blue towel and like hang that over their head? Would that be allowed?
I would take it.
Yeah, why
I would
not?
take it.
The effort is there, you know.
Yeah, I'm like thinking we could take these balloons, pop them all, like do like some sort of macrame.
I'm not skillful enough for that, but that'd be impressive.
So anyhow, you can get creative with these. I encourage you to get creative with these, and that would get the additional video, the science video. So that's super exciting. And 30 stars. If we get to 30 stars, we actually didn't know how to one up.
No.
What?
No.
What?
We will not take a towel on the head. We will not
Oh.
take a wig.
What?
The best we can do is if you stick your head in the toilet with that Clorox blue,
Yeah.
little puck, and just dye your hair blue with the toilet. We're okay with that, but no. Towel doesn't work.
That's a serious devotion to science there.
Just saying.
What if they cut the
But
towel
like,
into
you
little
get out of the
tiny
shower and you
pieces?
do like the little.
They
Yeah.
cut the towel into tiny
Come
pieces.
on now.
Like headlocks
It's a
with
waste
towel.
of a
Wait,
towel.
but when I had long hair, I used to do the whole turban.
Oh, I like the turban.
What? How long did your
You
hair
didn't have long
get?
hair.
I did. I used to be able to put my
You just
hair in
got
my
plugs.
pocket.
How'd you get
Okay,
long
I
hair?
just, someone
point.
else was commenting
Good point.
about
Yeah,
like
good
the
point.
hair. I think there's like a male hair and the long hair thing.
I
What
think
happens?
I don't blame them. They should
Yes.
comment on it. Oh,
Oh,
go
you
that
just
way.
closed chat again.
No, I didn't.
Are we there? Did we get
There
there?
we
chat?
go.
Did we get there?
Oh, I don't see it yet.
Good morning.
I'm hoping.
Sydney.
I'm hoping.
Australia.
Are we getting close? The warning all the way. People are super excited about it. We have to get to the amount. We have to get to the 50% funded.
A wig. Blue wigs count.
Blue wigs count.
Blue wigs count.
He's saying the towel doesn't count, but I'm like,
Kirkabeth's wig could be dyed.
yeah.
That's
So
true.
if we accept Kirkabeth as an entity because of a wig, Blue wigs.
Hey, you have the most voting power
It
here.
comes
I think
from
you
me
should
having
say.
a blue wig. Right.
I didn't wear a wig.
Um,
Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
can I dye my beard blue?
You guys.
Yeah. Yep, that works. I like that a lot.
Fair.
Do it. Okay, and the last one. If we manage to make it to 30 stars, we actually didn't even put above 30 stars, even though there's potential for that. That would be amazing if we made it. We would have to find something else. But even for 30 stars, we were like, we don't know how to one-up this. So right now, in live chat, give us your recommendations. If we manage to get to 30 stars for social goals, what's a good reward for that?
What do the people want?
What do people? Yeah.
I'm thinking a bunch of good ideas, but then I'm like, none of them are achievable.
That's kind of how I feel.
Like, none of them are even possible.
Like,
Kirkabeth over here, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's so difficult to get to.
It would be.
$750 to 50%.
$750?
That's all? That's all?
Wait, what did we just miss?
We're only $750
$50
away
away from 50% is what one
50%.
person in chat said.
We can do it. If enough people just upped their pledge by $1.
That's possible. You know,
true.
you can actually just
That is
donate.
true.
There's a button that's just donate, and
Donate.
then that has just
To get it
complete
for
tax
all.
benefits. Oh, I have no hair to dye, Steve. Wig. I think wig is the answer.
Oh,
I was thinking of something
yes.
more creative, like crochet. Take up crocheting.
You're in a hobby.
Hat. Wig hat. Wig
Wig
hat.
Okay.
Elizabeth sings
sings.
the Great Gig in the
Oh.
Sky for a prize. It could be a
Got
song collab. I think that'd be fun.
We
Do
got
get
it.
Do we get it?
Yeah!
Hold on. No.
Okay.
I got the 30 stars for the
Oh.
social goal. We haven't hit the
It was
yet.
so much good. And then.
But Quirky Uncle Dave said if we hit 30 stars for the social goals, then I will dunk my head in that blue toilet water. And we'll release
I
that
have to
video.
advise against this.
Now we gotta
Really?
do it.
We'll release that video.
Oh, what?
Is somebody in the
see it.
chat? Is somebody
I
in the
see
chat
it.
saying 50%?
I'm seeing
Sorry.
it.
We gotta confirm.
We did it?
We gotta.
I'm gonna go.
Confirm. I'm seeing it in chat.
Wait a second.
I'm seeing it.
I'm holding
I've never
my.
seen Kirk run so fast.
I'm holding my
Except
enthusiasm.
yesterday after my
I'm holding my enthusiasm. Curb
I
your
know, me
enthusiasm.
career.
There's a lot of people
What
saying it.
incredible.
I'm like,
If we
I-
can get
guys-
funded in.
They're better than you. You were late.
Sorry.
Did you get it? Do it.
That's it.
The chicken is way more enthusiastic than that. Kissy. I'll take all the chicken now. I'm the chicken vampire. The chicken vampire.
Sorry. That.
So does that mean we did it?
What?
Yo! Yes!
50%.
We are halfway funded with the minimum goal that we need to make this happen. We're halfway there in 6 hours.
For the disbelief that Kickstarter had about funding vocal research.
I know. Like,
Wow.
Thanks,
Like,
Kickstarter team.
wow.
We're halfway there.
we're gonna help you.
I'm the pessimist, and wow.
Woo!
Wow.
And
Wow.
what time
Bring out the
shoot.
champagne.
Bring out the champagne. Pop. You know what? Cheers. We
Cheers.
You have
Have
Mark
some-
drank his already.
There's
I'm
a
sorry,
little
your
tiny
drinks
bit. There's
are
a tiny
so-
bit.
Your
Your
drinks are so
Your
good.
drinks
Hold
are
on. Stop.
Okay.
Kirk's drinks are so delicious and finished like
Do you want-
R.I.P. headphone
Do you want
users.
more of the Japanese orange, or do you want some yuzu?
I've never had yuzu before.
You have
Oh, that's gonna be wonderful. Can you guys all get a drink? We need a drink.
Yes.
We all need to cheers. We're gonna cheers. Cheers with whatever you like. Yeah, we've got some bubbly going here. Like, cheers with whatever you would like to cheers with. I support tea so much as well. By the way, one of the mocktails I've been requesting is I want it to have an Earl Grey ice cube in it. That's I really want Earl Grey ice cubes.
Yeah.
I think ice cubes in mocktails
Well, your
are my
lavender
favorite
this
things.
morning, you were saying. The hints of that in your tea.
Yeah,
That was really
it's like
good.
lavender is really tasty. You actually have a little more there too.
I have a lavender tree. I'm
Okay.
going home.
I know there are no ears. Sorry.
Okay,
There are
and
no
Melanie,
ears.
by the way, you've been my most like favorite person. It's like,
We love
Yes.
Mel. Mel's actually a community manager here as well,
Really?
and we've hung out with Mel several times in person.
Okay.
And
Well.
Carl, her hubby, and anyhow, they're
Yes.
really super wonderful. Also, Mel is a wicked Among Us player. Boy, can she kill fast! So we play Among Us sometimes
Among
on
Us is
Patreon.
great.
I love it. I love it. It's such a fun.
You
way
can
to
see
connect.
you can see how many people in the chat are just celebrating. They're as stoked
You're as stoked as we
as
are.
I think we are.
yeah.
Look at that.
Thank you.
It's like a wall of just happiness and emotion. That's a good feeling, isn't it?
It's a really good.
That's a
feeling.
good feeling.
Yes.
I'm gonna cry.
Hang out with us all this time too.
You guys have no idea
Wow.
how relieving this is too, because this is the sign like what Kirk said earlier. We were advised with most Kickstarters, if you don't make 50% funding in the first 48 hours, they actually advise you to take it down and rethink and then launch later.
Whoa.
Yeah, and with a number as big as ours, we were like, oh my gosh, I don't know how that's gonna happen, especially those like really high tiers. People need time to think about that. Companies need time to talk about it if they're gonna do. But that was the advice, so making that in the first 6 hours.
This is mimosa.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Welcome.
yes, being here with
Yeah,
us.
Kirk is grabbing a drink.
And
Yeah,
Sandra, are you gonna tell us the winner of the poll?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess which one it was?
I have no idea. We don't see anything. We don't see anything up here on ours.
Can I say it meow?
Yes.
It's so toxicity.
Oh, it is so. Yeah. Toxicity.
By a decent majority.
Oh, really?
Good choice, guys.
Today
Healthy majority.
Today is a
Today
good
has
day.
been a good day.
It's been a good day.
We
It's gonna
are
be feeling
going
happy.
to make a huge cheers. First of all, thank you to everyone who has backed this campaign, who has been here with this live stream and supporting us in our videos and our community. Any help matters. So thank you guys for your assistance. This would not happen without you. Thank you to our team. We have people you see here. Gosh, you don't know how much hecticness has been happening in the background too with Kirk and Sam. See, like at that laugh. Thank you to Gina for watching Mycroft while we do this. Thank you to community managers. We have a lot of people monitoring chat. Thank you. I know we just have a lot of people in our community that are consistently helping to monitor. So thank you to everybody there. Big thank you to the University of Utah for helping, and otolaryngology department particularly for supporting this project. Thank you to Sweetwater for all the giveaways. That's awesome. Right, so many fantastic goodies. Oh gosh, thank you, Mark and Amanda, for also adding to our giveaways. There's so many things to be thankful for right now.
Thank you to the artists.
I was
that have
about to
signed
say,
on to
big
this
thank you
project.
to artists.
Minus Mark.
Mine's me. Mine's me.
So
got your
Mark,
Yeah.
Melissa Bonney, Elisa White Glues, Tatiana from Ginger, right? And then we also have Travis Ryan, Phil Bozeman, and Spencer Sotelo. Thank you, artists. I am so grateful that you are trusting us and excited to volunteer your time for science. It's going to be incredible. Who else can I thank?
You thanked everybody?
No,
Did you?
I'm sure I
That was-
haven't.
No, I mean
Thank
in the
you, Mom.
stream here.
I thanked people in stream community. That was first thing is community. Community.
Let's thank the people who haven't seen this campaign yet.
Ooh.
That everyone in chat is going to share this with.
Yes. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you to all the people you're gonna share it with too. We're just gonna keep growing, keep getting the word out because this is good stuff. This is good stuff. We are making a difference in the world, and that's special. It's not just about metal, though that's like enough already. But it is truly about humanity and furthering vocal health and overall just well-being. This is a big deal, and today we're making it happen.
Oh, and somebody in the chat brings up a good point. Will, for being the first person willing
Oh
to be
my gosh.
First guinea
Are you
pig.
gonna
Thank
first,
you, Will.
the first guinea
Will,
pig.
Patient zero.
Patient
Yes.
zero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zero,
Thank you, Will.
man.
Passenger.
And thank you.
We are calling him after this and leaving him
Yes,
a voice message.
We are.
Yeah.
Thank you to the research team. We thought we
We
thanked
have it.
University
Yes.
of Utah, but research team expands beyond that. So entire research team that's made this possible. Shout out to the colleagues as well that made the personal scream analysis possible. That's such an incredible tier. So thank you. You are part of making this happen today.
shout out to Queen Amon's. There's a really good Queen Amon shop in Salt Lake City, and that got Will in really good mood before we put a camera down his throat. So shout out to Queen Amon.
Queen of Months.
Yeah, good pastry.
All right, before we cheers, to you, to Kirk,
Thank you.
Sandra, and the charismatic voice community. You guys actually made this possible. We will help you get the work done. Okay?
I'm gonna cry.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Or yuzu.
I will.
Guys.
You gotta make eye contact. That's a rule. Close. Yeah, you have to make the eye contact.
Yeah.
It's a curse.
Well, it's
if you
bad
don't.
luck, right?
It's bad luck.
We've
if
had
you
a
don't,
lot of things today that we've learned.
So,
Non quam ubi
Oh,
sub
now
ubi.
he's looking.
yeah, yuzu. Oh, well, I
You're
got
Polish.
Do you know? No, it's
Oh, he was like,
Usually it's
Latin.
good.
oh, his eyes like,
It means never wear underwear.
What?
Non quam ubi sub
you
ubi.
just slide that in.
No.
See who knows?
Never was.
That's not the
Everybody
acronym
cheers.
for
I hope.
kilt.
I hope you're
Underwear.
celebrating.
Ubi sub ubi.
To finish it off, we had a wonderful phrase from Sandra. I feel like it was, can we say this phrase one more time?
Non quam ubi sub ubi. It means never wear underwear. It's a Latin pun that usually starts with semper ubi sub ubi, but that's not as fun.
No.
I love this
Go
cheers.
Commando and
That's
support vocal
amazing.
research.
Go Commando and support vocal research. No hashtag.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Bonus, we're going to be tossing up a PDF on vocal health in the Kickstarter comments section right away, just because we love you guys. So extra PDFs already available. This is coming from Amanda and U of Utah Health, by the way. So extra bonus. Go check it out here soon.
Soft.
Thank you so much. We cannot thank you enough.
I can't wait to see him again.
All right, it's going to happen. Everyone, you fall more in love with music every day.
Cheers.
Love you.
Cheers.